we could do a quick intro, but I think you joined like 2006, 7, 8 around that time, right?
Yeah.
I went 1999, and I think probably 2004, 5, 6 is peak of convention, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, I went to the '06 convention. That's what got me into porn.
It was so crazy back in the day, like even
AVN.
because when I went, whole thing was part of Consumer Electronics Show. They didn't even have, it was like they had an adult section, and all those married guys will pretend like they're going to Consumer Electronics Show, but they only went to the adult portion.
So you know what they put us with now instead? Glock, the SHOT Show. So all the CES guys come in a week before.
Yeah.
90% I'm sure stay over, or the girls come in earlier,
Yeah.
whatever way that works. And then they put the SHOT Show, which is all the guns and all like ammo and the bros. They come in and you could literally look and go, "You came to the SHOT Show, huh?" And they're like, "How can you tell them all? The puffy blazer, bro. The safety goggle glasses. We know why. You're cute."
And I'm sure you remember, it was always funny during the AVN. There'll be porn stars, but there's also sex workers, prostitutes.
Oh yeah.
And there'll be women from Midwest and South having parties. They dress like a hookers. So when you go to the convention floor, like in Venetian and whatnot, like you can't tell who's whom.
Unless you're an actual like industry person or that kind of a fan.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, I bet she does it. Now it's even worse because we have OF girls. Cam girls, good point. Oh yeah, no.
I don't really particularly care for these OnlyFans because I'm more pro porn girls because, I mean,
because it's like somebody being funny on TikTok and being able to stand in front of a crowd and actually make them laugh.
That, and they don't give you guys enough credit. The preparation, the physicality. You guys are athlete more than anything. And when I was a fan, you're one side of the container, but once you start working other side, like some of them are assholes, but have you recording?
I've been recording.
Oh, you have?
Joe's always recording.
I didn't know that, Joe. Sorry.
No, sorry. I'm just testing out, but that we sound like we sound. Yeah. Not like the little girl that looks at me and goes, "Are you a boy?" No. She's like 5, and her mom has a high-pitched, bubbly voice.
Yeah.
And then the mom was looking for whatever ice cream it was, and I was like, "Cookies and cream." And the girl just looked up at me, and I'm a giant, and I'm muscular, and she's all, "Are you a boy?" The mom's like, "She's athletically built." She's like, looks at me and goes, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Not a boy here. Don't worry." It was cute.
No, I of course, I'm talking to great Phoenix Marie, and I did once you work behind the counter and work in post production and start meeting people, like you guys really hard. And even the days when you don't want to work, even the days when you don't want to work with particular guy because they're gross or whatever, you put a smile on your face, you show up on time, you do your job. And I could tell you are one of the many great people I met through the convention. You know who you reminds me a lot is I think she was before your time, and I think next year will be 20th anniversary of passing of Anna Mall.
I
But
know who she is.
she was great, just like you, because a lot of times these guys are good people.
Yes.
They're lonely.
Right.
And you don't know how much you make these guys happy that 3 or 4 days convention flow, and you're very sweet. But she, just like you, she'll make production of it. Okay, just stand behind me, hold my hair like you're
gonna fuck me,
yeah. A lot of the young girls, like, or especially some European girls, they don't want to do any of that stuff. They're not very friendly. But that's the thing. You're 24/7. You're a porn star.
Right.
You perform. You show up on time. You do your job, and you work very hard at what you do. And the fans really appreciate what you do. And you know how to handle this.
Yeah. The way you're doing that is like I'm carrying a guy right now, like throwing him over my shoulder.
Yeah. And I also asked Joe, he was very kind enough to get this room. I want you to sit there. We see the bed because this is something that you and Manuel would do. The Raw series, right? Yeah.
You're welcome, Manuel. I always joke with him. I said the reason why Raw was successful is because My Sexy Life came first. And I hired him for a scene. He's like, "I was doing Raw scenes in Europe." And I said, "Yeah, but I made My Sexy Life famous. And then you took my idea."
No, I like Manuel. I was
No.
sad when he had a disagreement with the evil angel and left, and I was annoyed when one or two of those women accused him something with
Yeah.
Staliano, because those are not real porn girls. It's like playing NFL football and upset you're getting hit. Like you should do a little bit of your homework and like what scene you're doing with the performer.
Yes.
And Manuel, impeccable reputation. He loved women. He
Love.
respect women.
Love.
And he performs every time.
Yeah. He won't work with a girl, so that's one of the things, like myself, like whenever you make choices and what you decide to do,
Yeah.
when you get to a point where anything I do, I pick and choose what I do. No one else gets to know, oh, Phoenix Marie should do. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I am Phoenix Marie. I'm not working with that guy. Manuel does the same thing. I don't want to work with this girl. If she doesn't like sex, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But I also think I also mentioned to Yoshi that I think European men are more passionate, more straightforward, whereas like some of the younger girls raised here, all of a sudden they feel kind of like
Insecure?
insecure, and is like, hey, get away from me or whatever, when they're just being lovers, because culturally in Europe is more sexually free.
True.
100%.
And so some girls who are brand new or have no clue like of these guys, so that's why some of the other guys who are European gets, I wouldn't say me too'd, but like being canceled because some of the girls didn't like what
Don't
they
even
did.
like them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like also you have to remember a lot of the girls aren't porn stars, as she said.
Yeah.
They're more hang around girls. They're more girls that, oh, I had an OF. Oh, I did a cam show. I'm famous now. No, bitch. Like you stood there with a camera like this and said, and I'm done. You didn't get fucked. You didn't have to fuck. You starfish if you want. And these guys are paying you, which again, we're thankful for all kinds of monetary compensation, but also hugs.
Yeah.
But it's a thing. Like,
Well, you
these
got to
girls don't
consider
wanna
themselves
be.
porn stars. Like you just do OnlyFans on your camera, your cell phone,
I have a really big question. I'm asking both of you guys because you guys are both perverts in a good way.
of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
Ethical perverts. Go ahead.
Ethical, of course.
Ethical.
How do you feel about like the Bonnie Blues and the new girls doing 1,000 dudes in a day? Do we find it as they're a porn star? Are they just fucking and filming? What do we call that?
I'm sure they're nice girls, but the problem is they're attention whores and not whores. And I'm sure, but it's more like a performative thing.
Yeah.
But I don't really care for this new
crop. You can say new crop, new crew.
I know you're a big Kansas City Chiefs fan, so you like sports.
I love sports.
When you look at early 2000 Yankees and Boston Red Sox, they fucking hated each other.
Yeah.
But there's passion. They want to win. Everybody's just too friendly these days, and it's just a, I don't know, performative thing. They just want to get attention, money, but they don't care what they're doing. They don't have any sort of sense of history of pornography. I thought it was bad early 2000, but these girls, they don't know anything.
Nothing.
I think it's robotic. It just looks robotic.
Have you watched them? Because I can see you watching it, Joe.
Oh yeah, I definitely watched that stuff.
What did
you
think?
Well, the thing is, look, I think
He watching for scientific research.
Yeah, I do research.
Shooting.
No, I research. So these are my research stuff like that. But I think there's a niche for everything. The fetish world, people love feet, whatever.
As we're talking about Evil Angel, yes.
Yeah, so I think it's hitting a fetish that people are interested in. And
What
fact that
fetish is it?
I think it's because I think the incels, mostly because these are guys who don't have sex, and then all of a sudden they're getting an opportunity to have sex with a beautiful woman. And then that's what's like, oh my God, I can get to have sex with her. And then they'll sign up right away because these are guys who are just living in their parents' basement, like watching porn, and then they don't know how to talk to. Like I was watching Annie Knight, and all the guys are just covering up their faces because they're afraid of being seen. Whereas porn stars, male, female, they're showing their faces. But these are the incels, or the guys who never had sex before, getting opportunity, a chance of having sex.
So again, does it make her a porn star? Does it make her just someone getting fucked?
I think
there's no real connection there if it's 20 seconds and done.
Well, there's a difference between being a celebrity, movie star, porn star. There's a reason why they're stars. So, for example, if you go to an airport, you're going to get recognized, right? Bonnie Blue, Annie Knight, I'm sure they could get recognized because of what they do. Right. So I think for me, I don't know, I think it's like, it's taboo, or people are just like, oh, let's keep it hush. But because of social media, it makes them bigger than what they are. And I don't know they're
I
gonna
think
survive.
the problem is like the people watching it, they don't really know a lot about porn.
No, they're
So
not.
when they hear 1,000, they think it's crazy. But nothing against those guys, but that's nothing compared to, say, if you're getting fucked by Nacho Bidot or Rocco Siffredi.
That's my ass. Thank you very much.
You know what I mean? It's a difference between war reenactment, actually war, because those guys, they really fuck the shit out of
Yes.
you. Yeah.
And then you get all their attention, and they're not soft men. There you go. They're not soft men.
Passionate, and you have to be in shape, which you are. And I understand they find an opportunity, but it's not realistic. Fuck 1,000 guys in a day, and if it is maybe one pump.
They literally have 20 seconds, and plus they probably don't even know how to fuck. These are probably half of them are probably virgins.
Are they squeezing their dick Ron Jeremy and just sticking in and being like counts as one?
I'm sure, I'm sure they're probably giving Viagra or whatever, which they shouldn't be doing it, especially if they're young. But the fact of the matter is that these are guys are next. It's
I don't like that.
No.
Like, it's part of the reason why I can never be a stripper. And again, in respect, I have a lot of stripper girlfriends and feature dancing girlfriends. I just look and went, I would much rather get paid to have sex with my friends than to go and let a million dudes grope me.
Yeah.
I've been with 1,806 women.
And not to mention when they can perform, that's not, look, I can't do it, but
you can host a room full of people and make them laugh. So I don't know if you can say that.
But I just like when you have the premier guys and doing performance with you, it's watching the highest level in wrestling or ballerina. This is a really physically demanding thing. You have to be mental and get hard. And people could have sex, but not once you have a camera. It separates from
the boys and the men.
Yes.
I mean, you can totally tell it's like there's a difference between pro and amateur, minor leags. There's a reason why they have different levels. When guys or girls, they have to have the reps and the train to be a star, to pay their dues. So I think because of social media, it makes it easier with OnlyFans and Fansy and Loyal Fans, all that stuff. I think it just makes it easier and accessible, just like in comedy, where now people can put their specials out on YouTube, do their quick jokes because they think they're going to go viral and stuff like that. So I think with social media kind of changed that landscape. It's like now you don't have to go to Hollywood to be a star anymore. Look at
Young Gravy.
Young Gravy, there exactly.
And I was in Super Bowl with him, and I swear on my life, more people were stopping because of him.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Where's the MILF at?" And he's like, "Do you not see who I'm standing by right now?"
He's 8 feet tall.
I know.
Okay, so
he's 7'5". Come on, no, I'm just kidding.
But the thing is, though, like he stands out, and so obviously people are going to pay attention, whatever. But I think now I wouldn't say it's easier. I think it's more accessible for everyone going to realize, because every day you look at Instagram or you look at Twitter, there's always going to be the hot tour girl, like instant fame,
gone.
But instant gone. But the longevity, like yourself, there's a reason why you have 13 million followers, 12.9 actually, but 12.
Fix it. Look again. That was yesterday. It's today.
Okay, but it goes to show the difference between the adult superstars and adult stars, because not everyone can be a porn star.
No.
Because you have to the people don't understand that you have to sacrifice a lot. And I don't think that's what people see. So, for example, the Bonnie Blue, the Annie Knights, the Lily Phillips, I don't know if they may survive, they might but they might just disappear.
They're very savvy with social media.
Oh, yeah. Because they have a team. They probably have a huge team.
But I also can't imagine. And I don't do TikToks, and I don't do the look at me bullshit. I just don't. And I'm sorry to anyone that wants to see that, but I'm not twerking for attention. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, dumb shit. No, like, why are we doing this? Are we that needing of attention that we have to sit there and do random dorky ass shit?
I just find it cringe sometimes. It's like you're doing a dance that a 5-year-old danced to. I just found it like, what?
It's a fast track, because I think their mom one time told me that
love her.
She said I'm so stupid. I should have just fucked somebody famous. then
and reported it.
then do
Yeah.
porn.
Yeah.
And that was like a TikTok thing back then.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, before-
Kim Kardashian,
yeah.
Yeah.
Ray J, yeah, and also Paris
Hilton,
Hilton,
yeah.
yeah.
So I guess I can't blame them
I
because
feel like Paris was famous before that, though.
Yeah.
Kim wasn't.
Oh yeah,
Paris
Kim wasn't.
definitely
Yeah,
was.
definitely was.
I don't blame it. It's a fast track. It is a show business. It really is.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't know. I guess I'm a little old school about that because I just remember all the porn stars and how hard they work. And there's plenty who retired by now, but they would have made more money now with the social media.
Oh,
and
I
stuff,
think
you
so
know?
too.
So I just want to make tribute to a lot of them that we
Yeah.
love. I'm sure you love Belladonna and people
I
like
love,
that.
yes.
So I want to ask more about you.
You can ask anything you want.
Beginning of your childhood, if you want
Okay,
to.
you're
Where'd
fine.
you grow up and how has it been for you? But Joe's been very kind. He kept asking me title of the show. So I told him, I guess we could call it adult content.
Cute.
It's a one-man show I've been doing last 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's a misnomer. I misunderstood when I was a kid. I thought it meant adult content, as in
Oh.
adult happiness.
Happy.
So,
We could call it adult happiness.
Oh my God, that's cute. I like that.
so during COVID, I'm sure it was a tough time for you too.
Everybody, yeah.
But I think
I thought it was great. The whole place shut down.
That's
Yeah.
because he likes to
Traffic.
be alone. Don't talk to him.
I could play video games all day.
like I was stuck in Arizona and then I was talking to a couple of my friends and I didn't have anything to do. Every day I'm walking 10 miles, calling my friends, people that I haven't talked in a while. And every once in a while, like, hey, they start asking me questions about porn. And I told one time when I was working at Taboo Video, which is a porn shop in Seattle, and I had a late night shift because I'm the new guy. A guy walked in the shop 2 or 3 in the morning. There's so much snow outside. He's probably not going to be the only customer there. And he doesn't say anything for me. Eventually, 10 minutes later, walk over, after looking at the video section. Hey, could you help me find a movie? Oh, sure. Do you have the porn star's name, fetish company, on and on? Every question is no. And I told him, like, sir, we have 10, 11,000 titles in here. Even if we have it, every question is no. So I don't know if I could help you. Then he paused
Can
and
you
said,
help me in the glory hole? To Yoshi, you got some nice lips, Yoshi.
Oh no.
he paused and said, you got to help me find my daughter.
Oh.
So at the time, I was laughing inside thinking, oh, she must have done porno.
Yeah.
He's upset. He needs evidence. What happened was she got killed in a car accident 6-7 months ago. About a year ago, her and her friends in college went to strip club, girls' night out, and they were shooting
Girls
porn
Gone Wild.
shooting in the background. It's her last live footage. So dad is visiting. So he's desperately want to get a footage of his daughter's life.
Yeah.
I'm a pervert, but I'm not a monster. I want to help him. But
yeah.
so from that on until next, he only had 4 or 5 more hours. I'm desperately trying to find, but even if you have it, what movie do I pick? So I make an educated guess looking and I can't find it. And every time customer comes in, butt plug, get the cash, leave.
I love the butt plug reference. Real quick, butt plug.
Put the tape. We're fast forward looking for the girl, and I'm getting desperate. It's about almost getting close when I have to leave. And I was so desperate, I called one of the customers that shop there a lot. And he's like somebody that I respect a lot and he knows a lot. I called him. He was very upset because he told his wife he doesn't watch porn anymore.
Oh, no.
And she said she's going to file for divorce if he get caught. So he was very upset. But I told him the situation. He's also got kids, so he understands. So he said, did you check A, B, C, D section? Of course. I don't want to say his name.
Yeah.
He said, did you check gay and bisexual section? And I told him, hey, man, I'm looking for a girl. You don't understand, Yoshi. A lot of time, these strippers are gay men dancing for women, and they don't have an issue. So maybe you should check that section. So I didn't know because I was relatively new in the business.
And you also like girls. Good job.
Yeah. So I went. So I noticed a couple boxes like group scenes. And I think 30 or 40 minutes later, we found a tape with her in the background. And like, it's one of those like saddest because there's a lot of lonely people visit porn shop, horny people, but really, it's a lot of loneliness in there. And you're very sweet. When you sign autograph for them and take picture, you don't know how much you make their days. You know?
I make it. They are so sweet. Like I have guys planning their next like trips. They'll literally, Phoenix, are you going to the show? What days are you signing? What times? I want to make sure I go. And they're planning ABN next year. And I'm like, wow. No, I'm all, what if I'm not around? They're like, you'll always be around. I'm all true. You're right. I'm not going anywhere anytime
Unless
soon.
you break your ankle or something.
That was not my fault. Let me clarify, because he likes to talk shit.
I don't know the
I
reference.
sprained my ankle watching a Chiefs game getting out of the bathtub. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Joe. I didn't fall. I just sprained it twisting the week before.
Yeah.
Still came to New Jersey. Went in, and what happens to me, I don't know. Have you seen my lifting stuff? I don't assume everyone has.
No, I seen one with the wrestling guy that you were working out with him.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what about actual porn? Have you looked at anything where I lift a guy in the air?
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay, so there's this thing called lift and carry. It's pretty
Is it a
infamous.
fetish?
Yes.
I didn't
See?
know that. This is new.
See, there you go.
Really?
See? There's
You're
your
about to
fetish.
lose your ish in
Well,
a second, because
I
we
got
will
fired in
show you.
2012. Go ahead.
Yeah. You still have a penis. And there was COVID, so.
He's Asian, doesn't really work.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait, but before I continue,
Mm.
when I helped this guy, I didn't realize I could help people
Yeah,
just like the way you were helping people at the convention.
100%.
So this is a thing that I really want to talk about, because they only talk about sex and being horny and things like that. But I just want public to appreciate sex workers of format, because you guys really make people happy. And this is not really discussed a whole lot. My friend John Ronson with the Butterfly Effect talked a little bit of that as well. So I want to focus stories like this when,
It's helpful.
yeah, it's just because people are so judgmental. I fucking hate it when every time a porn star or sex worker dies, this fucking scumbag cheers and say, there are friends and colleagues, and it just doesn't get mentioned a lot. I get really touchy about comedians and porn stars, because those are the closest friends I have, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Well, we discussed recently, me and Joe, our girlfriend Amber Rain passing, and Shiloh Styles, yours and Beltrans. Those are like
Cagney
Cagney Carter, you know, alcoholism, drug abuse, like
It's-
long-term abuse.
These
Yeah.
are the sacrifices that these girls done because of how society look at them
Yes.
as a pariah, and this kind of like the worms of society, and they don't see them as a human being anymore.
What you're doing with your body, it's not any different than football players, a
Exactly.
construction worker. You're ruining your body for the benefit of others. Really.
Well, it's
And-
great is I only got
Entertainment.
better,
It's
so I look and go, we're good.
Entertainment. It's
Yeah.
entertainment.
And for me, I miss all these people, but it really hurt me the most. Angela Stone and Brandon Iron, because you just spend so much time with them. And
I got to work with her once.
yeah, and that's why I wasn't really sure if people want to hear it. But I've been talking to Joe last couple of months, and he convinced me. And I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're healthy, and you're in phenomenal shape.
Thank you.
And surviving even 1 year in this business, it's very difficult. Not to mention from to push you within the industry, but most importantly, outside.
I was very lucky that one of my first, obviously there's a lot of shit talking when I got in, but who gives a fuck about that? One of the things was I got an email from a girl. She'd walked into a porn store.
Yeah.
She got diagnosed with ovarian cancer. She was going to go through chemo, everything else. She refused to let her husband watch porn. So being a good wife, she realized, and this is email and actual letter days. This is like 2008. I walked in, I saw you playing on a screen, and you had stretch marks and crooked teeth, and I didn't feel threatened by you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thanks. I think, I appreciate that.
Those are my insecurities, but
No,
thank you.
No, it was like one of those things of that I got made fun of a lot for
Right.
my crooked teeth, for my stretch marks, my stomach, my thighs. I've always been a bigger girl, and I've always just been me. So she's like, I bought everything with you in it, and that's all he's allowed to use. So I just want to thank you for being you.
Yeah.
2 years later, she comes to a convention and she said, hey, I don't know if you remember me. I wrote you an email all about cancer and your husband. Are you okay? I start crying and I'm signing and I'm like,
Yeah.
she's all, you saved my marriage. And so that's why I put my tagline, saving marriages one scene at a time. It's because of the fact that I know for 100% proof, we do things that change people's lives for the
100%.
better. Not just, oh, you're taking women and degrading them because they're having sex. There is categories of porn, like Joe said, fetish niches of, yes, girls are getting degraded. Girls
Yes.
are doing things. is every industry have that underbelly that is dark and disgusting?
Yes.
110%. Do
Just
we?
like any other industry. That's like any other industry.
Yeah. We, unfortunately, are naked for it. And
Yeah.
we, as a group, and this is one of the things I'm moving towards fixing, is we know who's on drugs, we know who's drunk, and we know who's fucked up, and yet they also get to come to set, they also get to shoot at set, and nobody changes the ways.
No.
And it's, if you have to get fucked up to do a scene, you probably shouldn't do the
that.
scene.
Right.
I remember working on Aiden Riley's movies,
No, Aiden?
and I love those behind the scenes. And I know right away which one's doing a lot of drugs, because if there's 5 scenes with 5 girls and there's only 4 out of the 5, because that particular person was staying in bathroom for like 2 hours before getting out and do their business, you know?
Yeah. Aiden loved to put us in that freaking room upstairs on that one mattress, and you're sweating profusely going, Aiden, and I'm not going to stop. I refuse to stop. I'll never be the girl to cut a scene. I'm like sweating. I was working with Mario at the time, and I'm like, this is insane. I am not hyped. I am dying, but and it's anal.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm always clean. Knock on wood. Oh, good. And I'm like, we're good. Don't worry. But Aiden loved to sit there, and he would record it. And I never turn off the camera. I'm like, why? He goes, because you never know what you're going to do. So I want to make sure I got everything. I'm not going to do much other than make sure I'm clean. If you want to watch me pee, which he did, and I didn't know. And I was like, get out, because I have a no pee thing.
Yeah.
So what about the recent legislation about coming up, the 70 laws, and what do you think about like
the banning stuff?
Banning. Well, recent the Utah thing.
Okay, can you hold on for?
Okay, good.
I do want to say, I call Aiden stupid a lot. He's a friend of mine.
I love him, yeah.
But he did a couple of things that really impressed me. The FBI warning beginning of each movie. Yeah. He was one of the first guys to put audio, like a sex scene.
Didn't he do like a dorky thing at first? It was like
dorky
comedy
things, but audio. And he shocked me because Staliani even said this is a good idea because it already puts you in the mood for sex.
Mm-hmm.
And also I love the behind the scenes stuff that Aiden did because you could fake the whole sexy character when you perform. But afterwards, I really even enjoyed that even more than actual sex because they'll talk to girl for like an hour and a half. You really get to know them as a people. And this is way before even Rogan was doing his podcast and a bunch of other people. I like it more when I get to know the girl. And last I want to say, I know they attack pornography a lot, but in some really weird way, porn is more pro-women in this one regard because in Hollywood, you always have to be like 5'10", 120 pounds. In porn, skinny girl, fat girl, short girl, tall girl, women who are missing limbs, ugly women, hairy facial. And like you see so many different kind of women where men are interested in all facets of fetishes. So it's in a way, it is more pro-women in a certain body type. We accept all forms of body types.
We do.
You don't have to shame anybody. And 2, anytime they attack pornography, I ask those people, go to any country where pornography is illegal. Tell me how they treat women there. It's terrible. Yes, yeah. North Korea, Middle East, and Africa. At least in the West, we give you the freedom to make a bad decision doing porn. It's still a choice. 100%. You got to respect that. And we have to protect sex workers.
Agreed.
And I really love what you did there where respect strippers, prostitutes, porn star, because I hate when they're fighting each other. I don't like that at all.
It's all a realm of providing a pleasure and an aspect of
fantasies.
Our industry. And that's the owner of Naughty America had Find Your Fantasy a long time ago. And we got on really well. And when he came up with it, he goes, it was customs and OnlyFans before it was customs and OnlyFans. This was his opportunity to let fans write in on a platform through a blog and a forum to say, these are the things I want to see Phoenix Marie do.
Yeah.
Some of them are outrageous because all of them are outrageous and not allowed. Sorry, guys. But you look and go, I want to make it so you have something to jerk off to. I have guys I had one at Exotica recently. He brought me a pegging DVD. And I'd signed all these other DVDs. I'm going to say other. And normal boy, girls, anals, crazy, whatever. And then all of a sudden, the last day, he pulls one out. And I went, oh my God, there's me and Christian, Triple X. And I was like, oh, can I take a screenshot? And I took a photo. He's like, what the fuck are you doing with that DVD? I'm like, I'm signing. He goes, no, you're not. I'm like, yeah. And I look at the animal. I didn't know you like that. Because I've known him for probably 10 years at the convention now. He goes, I thought you would judge me. And I'm all, why would I judge you? I'm the one doing the
doing it.
pegging. Yeah,
exactly.
I would never judge you ever. Like, I love everything I do. I love the fact that I've been tied up. I've been the one tying. I've been fucked. I've been the one fucking. I have done trans, pan, bi, straight, anal. The only thing I won't do is a gangbang, but other than that, and a bukkake, that's not
As
me.
long as you consented, you're having a good time.
Yeah,
Everybody should be happy with that. Yeah.
100%. And
So-
I'll go ahead.
I'm sorry. The one key thing is you're being paid more than the guys.
We're gonna pay more than a lot of people.
What I'm saying is, though, but like in the industry, as
Now
a general,
the guys are making a lot of money.
they are
though.
making money now, but for a long time, the women has been
When you say they're getting paid
more-
more, are they like the marquee guy like Manuel or just men in general?
just men in general, but also
Yeah,
the,
they
the-
are
here's the
making
thing though, the guys get
Good answer.
shoot a lot. So
Is
even
it
though their
because-
rate is low compared to the females, but a lot of times it's the guys. But then again, you only see like the same 20 guys because they're the one who can get the dick hard.
Yeah, but they're injecting their dicks
That's
now.
now I'm saying
Yeah.
when you started.
From when we started, remember, the guys are getting $300 a scene.
Yeah.
Now 90% of the guys are getting $1,000 to $1,500 a
Is
scene.
that right?
And like most of the girls are getting like $1,000 if they're lucky. It's still like the rates change, but a lot of it is those guys are now injecting, so the companies are covering their trimix injections or
Right.
quad mix.
Which is crazy.
And I look and go, if you have to shoot your dick to fuck me and you can't get like a semi for me, then I'm not fucking you. If you want to inject your dick, and I had this discussion with one of the male talents who is from Europe
Yeah.
recently, and he came to set and he'd forgotten his injection. And I'm like, your dick's hard. Your dick looks great. And he goes, but after I inject it, gets really veiny. It looks like this. And I'm all, but right now, I could deep throat your dick in 2 seconds. It'd slide down, be fucking sloppy, amazing. The minute you put that injection, it's like glass going the back
Yeah.
of my throat.
Yeah.
Again, I'll still deep throat and make it look great, but
It's not.
it's fun, like
Right.
natural. Like I want to like suck. I want to feel it bend. I want to feel it like do everything it's supposed to do, not just here's a glass toy inside of you as hard as I can.
What's the percentage of men you perform that they're using
Now?
it? Yeah.
95%.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's
See,
a
it
lot.
just show how much I've been out of
Yeah,
it.
no, back in the day, remember we used to like slut shame the guys that took Viagra. Oh, you have to take a Viagra. Look at the red ears. Oh my God. So, and like Derek Hay was the only one that we all said knew for sure you were injecting.
I think that changed
Ben English, whatever the fuck
because
his
I'm a
name
lot
was.
older than you. It changed in like 97 when Viagra was created because prior to that, you're just like those guys who get hard in front of a camera.
Yeah.
They were getting shit on and like still getting hard and powering through. Now guys look and go, oh God, let me just wipe my dick. I've fucked girls in their first anals, banged them out, lift them up. They've shit down my legs, and I go,
Wow.
all right, it's your first anal. And luckily my dick's not real. So I would just put them to the side and be like, I think you should go wash off. I'm going to go wash off and then we'll come right back to it.
I'm going to make one more point. And you asked the question that you wanted to ask a little while ago
Mhm.
regarding the fantasy and customer. I had at the video store that I used to work for, whenever you return VHS, this is how long ago.
Gotta rewind.
If you return them late, we charge you $3 for each day you're late.
Yeah.
One of the customer was late 1 week, the next thing 2 weeks, a month. So eventually I have to call and leave a message because this is a customer.
You owe me $90, bud.
Yeah, it's a customer renting a video from Taboo Video for a long time. Then a couple days later, a woman walked in and, hey, I think my husband had an account here and I'm just responding to it. And I told her whether he has an account or not, I can't tell you because violating somebody's privacy. Then she told me, sorry to say, this is another sad one. Her husband passed away and I left a message. And it was an interesting conversation because I'm weak when a lady start crying. She just,
Yeah.
here's a video. I want to pay. I just want to know what he was watching, this and that.
Oh.
And I really violated this guy's privacy because she was crying and she showed me evidence like obituary that he passed away. And she looked at it. She had a lot of questions for me. Phoenix, you know what? It took me 20 years to realize that I don't think she was upset because he watched porn.
Mhm.
I think she was upset that he was so afraid to share his fantasy with her because that's his wife.
Yes.
See, I'm a dumb guy. It took me 20 years because I'm walking like, oh my God. And I think this is a thing that people like yourself really could help couple because I think people are still afraid to share with their spouse.
I agree.
And
It drives me insane.
yeah, it's they're married because I think she's going to think I'm just a pervert. Maybe he's into foot fetish or getting pissed on or whatever,
Yeah.
And isn't it amazing? It's 2025. We're still having a difficult conversation about it.
It causes cheating in relationships. It causes where we all go into a relationship. How we should go into it is we're just figuring out when we're dating. So at that point, if the guy thinks he needs to be one way, if the girl needs to be another way, because it also works for women as well.
Yes.
Because women cheat on their husbands
Yeah.
as well. So guys aren't the only bad guys, okay? But if there's certain things, why aren't we bringing up as every year we all are growing and changing, that 5-year, the 10-year, the 15, it's the big changes. Our fantasies are going to change.
Yes.
Our fetishes are going to change all the time. Didn't know I liked feet. Saw a girl putting on a stocking. Didn't notice the stocking anymore. Noticed her toes were cute.
Yes.
Noticed the girl getting her toes sucked while she was having sex. Hot. If you hide things or if you don't have that openness with your partner to say, hey, I saw this and I think it's hot. One, I will never be a black woman.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I tan really well, but I'm never going to be that.
Yeah.
But it's if my guy wants to go and watch like a hot ebony performer like Ebony Mystique or Anna Fox do a scene or fantasize about that, like I can never be that.
Yes.
So why am I going to judge something I can never be? That's what he wants to look at. If he wants to have sex with that person, that's a whole nother discussion. But again, if I'm going to tell him no, this is going to make him feel insecure about that. I'm not going to make anyone feel insecure because now they want it more.
Yes.
Why not just say, hey, listen, I've been watching this really hot girl and this is what she looks like. Marriages have become so much like the OnlyFans. A lot of us are making great money and it's thanks to the guys that are afraid to tell their wives what they like. But yet they can order a custom from us for $1,000 and say, hey, can you just pour oil on your toes? And that's all I want. I just want to see oil on your toes.
Yes.
Don't even care if your vagina's in it, your asshole, your face. Just your toes.
I'm starting my OnlyFans with my feet.
Dear God, if anyone pays Joe $1,000, one, Joe, I get a percentage because I just gave you the idea. Second.
No, but you're right. When you get older, you're no longer able to do the things you want to do.
Yeah.
It's like athlete, right? Like even Michael Jordan, when he got older, he can't do what he was doing in his 20s. So you have to get smarter and more imaginative. And I think our business should help people with that. And I think that's the thing that really shocked me when I started working for Evil Angel. Holy shit, there's more couples show up. Because I remember seeing Belladonna was talking to both husband and wife.
Yes.
And yeah. And when I was working for Evil Angel, Joy Severa was the first one to make transgender porn mainstream 97. You know?
I love Joey.
And there was a lot of stigma early on to do a scene. I think Bella was one of the first one. And now it seems
Francesca Lay.
Huh?
Francesca Lay.
Yes.
She was the first.
So it's amazing if you give enough time. Even I was talking to Severa, he can't believe how much rights transgender people have now compared to 97.
Oh.
You can't even imagine.
Yeah. Emma Rose and Aubrey faces the industry. Like poor Foxy and like, you look at Foxy and what she's been through, right?
Yeah.
T.S. Foxy. Like she has been on when everyone was like, no way, to a whole entire company now embracing her and being like, will you be the face of our company? Groovy, Joey Silvera, like they were taboo directors also to work for.
Yes.
You can't work for them. They do gay stuff. They shoot trans, yeah, but they do gay stuff because it's all bad. I feel like if we're tested and everyone's following the correct procedures,
yes,
it should be the open playing field that it is. At the same time, with a lot of performers taking prep, like I don't take prep, not a bad thing, not a good thing. Everyone's going to do whatever they want, right?
Yeah.
It's just don't hide if you're making bad decisions off camera. Don't bring them into the community.
Yes.
Make sure you're tested. Make sure you're clean. Don't go and sleep with somebody raw dog and then bring it back. We did that back in the day too. When it was, oh, you're escorting. That's fine. Just don't go escort the night before because your test is clean because it was only 30 days,
Yes.
right? And then come back to the group and be like, oh, I'm sure I'm good. No, go get retested for us. Be smart.
You cannot make fake tests, and you have to be honest with that. Even
that was the thing for us is we actually had people doing fake tests.
Yes.
And we had to kick people out of the industry that we love to death and we want to shoot with and we think they're great people. But unfortunately, I think greed came into play for a lot of them. And it was, I don't want to miss the scene. I don't want to not get shot. So even though I know I'm dirty, I'm still going to do these things. Unfortunately. And 90% of it is all curable with a pill or an injection. You just look and go, really? You could have fixed yourself and then done the right thing and lost $2,000.
Isn't it amazing? As many people are having sex, this industry it's minimized how many could have HIV and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, because I consulted on that documentary Pandemic, and I remember, yeah, it only took that one person to lie about it, and unfortunately, terrible things happen.
Yes.
But for most part,
you were part of Mark Davis' time, right?
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't discuss that. This is why we changed our testing. This is why we centralized.
Wallace.
Thank you.
not Mark.
Not Davis. I love Mark Davis. Just kidding. Love you, Mark. Don't do it.
No,
Change
he's
it,
Mark
fix it,
Davis
yeah.
great.
I know. I love Mark Davis.
Don't
Yes,
start
Mark
shit
Wallace,
with
sorry.
him.
Yeah, because
He's married and happy.
Yeah, I
I
know.
saw a photo of him the other day.
because my friend Brandon, who directed and produced it, he found Mark Wallace in Vegas someplace.
Mhm.
And when he found him, I was shocked. I thought he passed away or
No.
gone.
He worked at Evil for many years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's. I know you're. I know.
I got a lot of things. So
limited amount of time. So can we talk a little bit about? So you were growing up in Riverside,
yes, Riverside, IE, baby.
and did
One
your
of
parents
10.
did your parents talk to you about sex when you were growing up?
I'm one of 10 children, so I knew what sex was. My sister's 65 now. My mom's 70. My dad started at 14 and a half having babies.
Wow.
They did the East Coast thing, so we're born and raised. I'm Riverside. My dad was Jersey, moved to Cali. So what did they do? If you got a girl pregnant at 14, they sent her to the East Coast to be with the family to help raise the baby. So they did that to my
Same thing with
dad.
Ted Bundy, by the way.
Right?
His mother got pregnant. They sent her to Northeast.
Yep. Hide them. Go over that way. Don't
Bring
show
back,
anyone.
and
Yeah.
that's is her brother. That's what
Brother,
they were doing. Yeah.
And so that was the thing with like right after that, they send the girl, my sister's mom, to the East Coast. My dad 6 months later gets another girl pregnant. I was like,
Wow, he's a player.
10 kids. Meets my mom. My mom takes on raising 6 kids on her own and makes 4 more starting with me. My younger brother is 16 years younger than me.
Wow.
My dad was 52, mom was 42, and she got pregnant. And she's like crying, and I'm all happy because I'm 16.
Is he
I was like,
Catholic?
no, Protestant, which is awkward. My mom's Catholic, so you'd think it would have worked out.
Yeah.
No, like sex wasn't really talked about.
Yeah.
One of the things is my mom used to say, if you touch yourself, you get a hairy palm. And she would know. And I was like, what? I don't even know what that is. But I never looked at my vagina until after I only had one child. Unfortunately, she passed away. But I was 18 and a half years old. And I looked down at my vagina because I had stitches from having her. And I was like, what is that? That's ugly.
You looked at.
I never. I was afraid of getting hair. I was like, don't touch your vagina. Don't do anything like that.
Like, what about like when you like wipe or something?
I mean,
like
you just do the wipe and put it
Jesus
away.
Christ.
By the way, you wipe the other way. Just it's easier for me to do this way. This is
I'm
more
not sure if it was for you, but I mean, I heard this a lot with the porn girls. They raise kids saying that's
Mormons,
a dirty area.
Yeah.
I don't like when they do that.
It wasn't dirty. It was just not. You weren't supposed to play with yourself.
Yeah.
It was like a no, and I was like, okay, I don't know. I remember when I got my period, I had a mole taken off my neck because I have a lot of moles. I'm white and Italian, so mom's just making sure. That day I got my period, and I thought that I was bleeding from my neck and my vagina because we didn't discuss periods.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why am I bleeding? My mom that means you can have babies. You're not going to have babies. So here's a pad. I wasn't even allowed tampons. It was like, you can't put tampons in. She didn't use them. She thought they were bad and toxic shock and not really explained. And the age difference of me telling my daughter, here's tampons.
How old is your oldest sibling to you?
So my oldest sibling is 65. So that's 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah. No, 20 years.
20,
Sorry,
yeah,
20. Vinny's 28. So
of course, 2 Asians couldn't figure out the math.
It should be the 2 Asian podcast.
2 Asian podcasts.
That's so old that doesn't seem like a sibling, almost like your parent or something.
Nuts. We all grew up as a group, so there was never a time where I didn't have 7 of us in the house.
Yeah.
So the joke was every time someone moved out, my mom made another one. Because me and my brother were together 3 years apart. So it was like Donovan, Dear David, Delana. They're all 3 years. Me, 3 years. My brother, 3 years.
Yeah.
Then we skipped a couple of years because it took 2 to leave. My mom made another one. And then when my oldest sister left, then my little brother got born. I was like, yeah, Mom, stop letting people leave the house. Because every time someone leaves, we do have another kid.
So it must have been a very festive home. It must have been fun.
Oh, yeah, I know. And that's the thing is, like, my family, I was just with them all last week. And we post, me and my nephews, like, racing, running on the track and doing things. Joe's met my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're just normal people. My dad found out I did porn after I was in 2010, 3 years.
Yeah.
And my mom knew at 6 months. She did the crying. Oh, Melissa, did I do something wrong? And I was like, no,
Mom, you were doing a lot of work.
Mom, you've been fucking and making babies.
And you didn't get paid?
Right?
Like, you have to pay for these kids?
I'm over here. Yeah, no.
How are they now with the whole thing?
Oh, when my dad found out, I'm pulling up to the house.
Yeah.
My mom's like, abort mission, your dad has your penthouse. And I was like, what do you mean?
Oh,
She's
shit.
all, one of the kids at Cerritos College my dad used to teach at. I went there the week before. My dad taught welding, ICAR welding. I was putting out the sheet metal. Guy looks at me and goes, and I'm all, his daughter. Don't you fucking dare, dude. I will kill you. Do not say my name. He's like, oh, okay. He goes, would you? I was like, nothing. I will not. And I just left the kid alone because I'm like, this is my dad. Don't. So the next week I couldn't go because I had to shoot a scene.
Yeah.
And this is the same day that I'm now after the scene driving home to my parents. My Dodge Magnum, which I still have, the shocks didn't open up. So my dad would always come out and help me with the suitcase. My mom's saying, don't come home. I'm like, I'm around the corner. I'm going to come home. She's like, I don't know what he feels. He's in the garage, which is usually a good venting place for a man.
Sure.
So I pull up. Dad walks out. I'm like struggling with the shocks and getting the trunk open and grab my bag. And I was like, so you're not helping me, huh? And I get this look and he goes, I don't know if I'm so fucking mad at you, Melissa, and disappointed, or I'm really proud of you.
That's fair.
I was like, he didn't hit me. I didn't get yelled at right as you saw my face. Good sign. And I said, I really like you to go with the second one, Dad. And he looked and he goes, yeah, me too. You have 2 penthouses on the table you have to sign. One for the college guy and one for our neighbor.
Oh,
my neighbor found out because my dad said something and then the guy brought the fucking penthouse to my dad and goes, yeah, you know your daughter's super fucking famous. I'm like, fuck. So then it became a game with my dad. So I put it out there, dear fans. If you see me with my family, please don't come up to me.
Yeah.
Because also my brothers were little, right? No. And then everyone respected it. But if it was just me, my dad, and my mom.
Yeah.
Guys would come up and he'd be like, that guy knows who you are. That one knows who you are. And he got like a little bit of pride. My daughter is doing this and she's being successful and she's handling her business.
Yeah. A fucking beauty in a magazine where be seen by millions of people.
And he used to have Playboys. And I just remember seeing one because that was the first time I ever saw a bald vagina. And I went, mine has hair. That one doesn't. Why? And I asked all my guy friends. They're like, give me the Playboy. But I looked and went, okay, Dad. And never once. We were playing pool 2 weeks ago. I was at the house and we were talking shit because that's what Dad's daughter should do. And then all of a sudden he said something. And he goes, yeah, secrets like your Playboy. And I was like, Dad, it was Penthouse, not Playboy. Get it fucking right. And he's like, yeah, you knew what I was saying. I was like, yeah, you didn't get over on me. Also, I can't believe you bring that up because he doesn't joke about that side. So I was like hyped that he would make a joke about the adult side. I'm all right, Dad.
Well, he's getting older. I think he's getting older.
And he's 80.
Yeah. So
can I ask you about how did you get the Penthouse gig? How did that work?
So I had shot some movies with Kelly, was in charge, and I believe still is in charge at Penthouse. And Kelly had seen me on set, and one day she looked at me and goes, can I ask you something? I'm like, yeah. So you really love what you do. I do. I love it. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. I get to have sex. And she goes, you're really pretty. And I'm all, thanks.
It'd be hilarious. You're fucking ugly. But you want to be Penthouse?
You remember, again, I have the stretch marks, crooked teeth. These be the comments. Like, if Phoenix could be thinner.
It's so wild seeing old photos of you.
I look the same except for the teeth.
But it's just But
I'm
no,
in the tone.
but yeah, you're not back then.
Yeah,
Like
it
I
was
show, I
funny.
think I took a picture of it and sent it to you. It was like, I can't believe this is you.
Yeah. That was the one where everyone thought I looked like Aurora Jensen.
Yes.
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 And which again, I love her, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But it was like, I've just been really thick and I never thought I'd be the cover of Penthouse. And she said, yeah, she goes, we have an event coming up. Would you go to it? I'm all sure. And it was in the Bahamas. It was in May. And she goes, yeah, it's in the Bahamas. It's for Adult Friend Finder.
Yeah.
You have a lot of fans there. And sure enough, I did. I had a great time. I actually got certified scuba diving because I went. And she goes, when you come back, by the way, you're the cover of October. So
Did you meet Bob Guccione?
I did meet Bob.
Oh my God. Okay. Can you tell me everything about that? Porn history right here.
It was funny because he was in LA. I wasn't.
He is a resident in New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hadn't gone to New York for any sightings or anything at that point. I mean, I had, but not like big ones. So they had him in LA because it was during the Adult Friend Finders like taking over.
Yeah.
And he was on set the day I was having sex with Johnny Castle, who couldn't get hard for me at the time. Horrible. Love him. But there was a point where certain individuals couldn't get hard.
Yeah.
Wait, so who was this guy?
Bob, he owned Penthouse before he died.
the owner.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
And so he like
one of the pioneers.
Yeah,
Really.
okay, gotcha.
and he came in and I'm doing my best because he can't get hard. And I'm like, I'm going to be there blowing, fucking, because that's what we did back in the day because not everyone had a pill.
Yeah.
Team player.
Team player. And I also love sucking dick. So fuck it. I don't even care. I do.
It's a gummy in your mouth.
Like, it's all awkward. But I just remember Bob coming by and he looked and he goes, Phoenix Marie. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, love your work.
Wow.
And I was like, thank you, sir. And you know me, I'm just like grateful that anyone watches me. I don't think anything of it.
Did you take a picture with him or anything?
No, because the cell phones were the razors back then.
Yeah,
what am I
razors.
gonna do?
So pixelated.
Pixelated as fuck. I wanted me and Dana White, like pixelated as fuck and blonde hair, but
Wait,
I didn't.
So sorry, backtrack. But how'd you come up with Phoenix Marie? Because we had a conversation.
Yeah.
And he thought it was Phoenix, Arizona. I was like,
I wish it was Phoenix, Arizona.
Comic book, right?
It's the comic book. I wanted to be Psylocke. And they said no one could spell Psylocke.
That's true.
Fair. And then I wanted Rogue because I went basically in order of like X-Men people that I liked. And I'm like, what about Rogue? He goes, you don't have red hair and you don't have a white streak. Even though I had my black and blonde hair at the beginning, he's like, no. Here's who else you like? Jean Grey? Because he said Jean Grey. I was like, fuck Jean Grey. I don't like Jean Grey. And you said I couldn't be Rogue because of red hair. Why can't I be Jean? No, what about Phoenix? And he stopped, yells around the corner, Robert, is there any Phoenixes? And he's like, no. And he goes, you can be Phoenix. He's like, what's your middle name? I'm like, Marie. And he goes, Phoenix Marie. Fuck it. Stamped it. Hilariousness is they used to give us a sheet. Obviously, it was with LA Direct at the time. And it's a cream pie. I literally thought somebody was going to hit me in the face with a cream pie because I'd heard of clown porn and like comedy shit. I was like, not doing that. I'm all DP. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Not checking that box. Girls. I had a girlfriend. Sure, I like girls. Boys, I like boys. Anal. And I look over and I'm like, anal. And he goes, that can wait. And I'm like, okay, wait. I get to interracial. I'm like, what's IR? And he's like, do you have sex with black guys? I was like, I do. He goes, check the box. I was like, all right, cool. Because I didn't know any of that shit. And Derek Hay didn't think I was going to be anything other than 3 scenes max.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. And then
So you were working Derek from the beginning.
I had him as my agent for a year and a half. And then I told him to go fuck himself. He did the same to me in a loving way. Where he told me, I hope you starve and can only eat top ramen for the rest of your life.
Yeah, because you're the type that doesn't tolerate that stuff. Yeah.
I was really a really good Derek girl for a long time, like the whole beginning. But then when you start inflicting your opinion on my relationships and then telling me I dictate when you eat and when you shoot, and everyone knows I can't do my own hair and makeup. Yes, I paid someone for today. I just looked away. You know what? Watch this. And I started booking with Joey behind his back and Joe Camp and everybody else. And I would show up on set and I'd take a photo and put it on X and be like, I was like, I'm not on set today. Go fuck yourself, Derek. And I finally got out of the contract.
For the listeners, if they're not familiar, he was one of the big agent called LA Direct Mom.
Best,
yeah, it's one of the big ones. Just Mark Spiegler is another one who is beloved by many people.
100%. They're doing a documentary on him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since the middle of COVID. And
he's doing great. If you look at him, Mark.
Yeah, I
he
was really
he was
worried
walking
for
around.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want a quick note because I think sometimes they don't know who Bob Guccione. I got to emphasize enough.
Oh yes.
In
Yeah,
the
that's
beginning, you have Hugh Hefner for the Playboy, and then massive success.
Larry Flint.
Larry Flint.
And it was basically Hugh Hefner, Bob Guccione, the Larry Flint.
Right.
But in the beginning, you have the giant Playboy magazine with Marilyn Monroe's picture,
Yeah.
and Bob Guccione gave him the biggest headache because he was the biggest competitor when he arrived and created a penthouse in London,
Started
England.
letting us be a little risque.
In fact, 1969, when I think Guccione was the first one to show hairless pussy and things like that. And he was the first one to piss on girls.
He definitely was that.
He was the first one to show girls pissing.
Yes.
I
think Hustler showed pissing first, and then Penthouse took the trend, because I know Larry was the first one that was so explicit. That was part of the reason is Playboy and Penthouse agreed that they should go after Hustler because they were stealing everything. They were taking the movie screen grabs, remember, and striking them through the magazine.
Yeah.
So,
but those three men had a massive.
They're why we have rights today.
Yeah, and we mentioned earlier that our rights might be taken away.
Yeah, you started to say that.
Yeah, because of the.
You want to explain?
So the senator in Utah, I think Mike Lee, put out an obscenity law to ban pornography.
Right.
I guess from what I remember, in 1976, the court said that it's gonna, in order to deem a certain subject obscenity, they have to pass the Miller's test, which is like three lists. So this law is going to clarify what exactly is obscenity.
Yeah.
So basically, the whole idea is just banning porn completely, because any content that's going to elicit sexual arousal is obscene.
So think about our regular movies, though. So
yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly.
That's gonna be one. But the other thing is, we kind of, as a group, and a lot of people forget because again, I've been out here fucking forever. Is fuck Halo. I don't give a fuck. The porn star punishments.
Yes,
that caused so much backlash, and that allowed them to come and dictate Visa, MasterCard what was allowed in our adult content.
Right.
And Pornhub lost Visa and MasterCard altogether.
Yes.
Where you look and say, we as an entity said, okay, we won't do these things. Then OnlyFans came, Clips for Sale came, they all got to show it, and they still show it. You can't show lactating. If I squeeze my nipples and there's milk, I can't show that on OnlyFans now.
Right.
Because,
and squirting too. Yeah, squirting.
Right.
Wait, you can or you can't?
So they changed it recently
because of the credit card processor.
Yeah.
Because remember back in the day,
yeah,
maybe a couple years ago, where OnlyFans was going to get rid of pornography.
Yes.
Because the credit card company's like, hey, we're going to drop OnlyFans. And I thought there was another
things, yes,
but
they
that
also
was
wanted to sell it.
Yeah, so they want to sell. They would definitely want to sell it, but they just wanted to just get rid of porn in general. And obviously, luckily, everyone went up in arms and fought.
Somebody that we know donated $5 million, but who's counting?
Yeah, what? Yeah,
this is so interesting because it reminds me in 30s Hays Code with Hollywood movies.
Mm-hmm.
There's things that you cannot put.
Right.
But the one other way they control people when they're making movies in Hollywood is you can't get financing by a bank if you violate these things. So that's how they do it. They're finding other loophole beside, because they can't win with First Amendment issues these days. They're going after money, and two, we talk about this, sex trafficking.
Yeah.
It's the way to attack Pornhub and things like that. And I think, look, if you don't like pornography, I have no issue with it. But if you ban, let's say 100% like pornography, all you're doing is creating a black market where no one's regulated. There's not going to even check their ages and things like that. Mm-hmm. So it's
regulating something for the better isn't a horrible thing. It's whenever you try and take something away.
Yeah.
They take weed's legal now, right?
Yeah.
Like you take away
alcohol. When you try to ban alcohol, that didn't work. That didn't work.
Like the more you try and take something away, like you said, they'll find a new route. I don't feel like if they want to regulate certain things, is it going to kill us? No. Now, again, if it's no more squirting, no more lactating, like I can't control that I have milk come out of me.
I think the biggest issue is the thing that we never talk about is education. Sexual education doesn't exist. Like people, like kids don't know.
I was told not to touch myself. I didn't even see my vagina.
So what's crazy is that they don't talk about, we don't want to teach these kids to have sex. It's like, you got to explain to them why. Like, why they shouldn't have sex. Because of the STDs, of the pregnancies.
The pregnancy is the biggest thing. I'm a
Yes.
child. I can't afford a condom. I can't go buy a condom. And
Right.
guess what? Some teens are going to have sex.
Yes.
I have no
molestation.
issues if
Right.
parents feel uncomfortable having sex education at school for them. I don't have issue with that.
Right.
But if you're going to be that way, then you have to talk to your kids. These parents want to have both ways. They don't want sex education and they don't want to talk to their kids. This is not fair.
No.
Because what
'Cause I
happened
didn't
is,
know.
Yeah.
then you know what's going to happen. They're going to go Pornhub thinking this is sex education.
Exactly.
It's
And
not
it's
sex.
fantasy.
It's a fantasy.
It's a
Thank
fantasy.
you, brother. And I don't
Well,
know
and
how
the
many
sex-
times I had my friends' kids email me, "Hey, I know what you do. Can you answer something?" And I always tell them, I
Shouldn't be the one.
I don't mind talking about it,
Yeah.
but I have to have permission from your parents.
Right.
And they always say, I'm not going to do that. So thank God, because I don't think it's my responsibility to talk to kids.
It's not.
But it's not fair. You don't provide sex education like you're saying, and you don't talk to their kids. I hate these fucking parents. You have to be parents 24/7, but there's 1 hour they absolutely do not want to talk about sex. This is not cool.
But also the dynamic of parenting has changed
Yeah.
nowadays. Dude, we all got beaten by our kids.
Yeah,
by
we did.
parents.
Yeah, we did.
But now it's
Some of us deserve more than others, but go ahead, Joe.
agreed. But what I'm saying is, but also with the divorce rate so high, you got these kids who are living house to house,
Yeah.
and also the lack of parenting too. Like there's a lot of foster homes and
Mhm.
just living just like different places, but they're not getting the attention where they need it.
Yes.
And because parents are either working a lot, they don't have much time other than dinner or whatever, and then go in bed.
And instead of talking to them, they just rather get a prescription, knock them out.
Yeah, Adderall or with freaking
Uppers,
Yeah.
downers, you name
downers.
it.
It's like
Drinking obscene amounts.
yeah.
Porn
So-
is not really the problem. We're the symptom of problem.
yes.
Yes.
And there's a lot of lonely guys. And
Do you feel like it's one of the things I'm working on because I'm going to be doing something similar to you where I want mine to focus on just sex education. You know, there's
Yes.
a lot of girls trying. The deal is you don't have 20 years behind you.
yes.
You haven't done porn. You haven't been STD free for 20 years.
yes.
I know I worked with a girl recently who unfortunately came up positive she came to set and everyone on the sets that she'd been on were clean except for her. And we could have all been exposed, but it's how you take care of yourself before and after the scene. And she's a legend. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like she didn't know, but no one ever told her, hey, this is my way. And my
Yeah.
way, I've taught girls to the point I did a big group girl scene. And the girls all looked, and two of the girls I'd worked with before were like, yeah, I
Yeah.
follow your directions to a T, like everything you've ever taught me. And the other girl looked and went, I don't have that education. I'm like, I haven't worked with you yet.
Right.
But I look and go, now that I worked with you, so then I told the obviously legendary girl, and she's like, holy fuck, why didn't I know I could do all these things? I'm all, because the agents should be teaching that, but also, yes, it's my job as probably the longest running consistent porn star to tell these girls.
Yes.
But I want to do it in conjunction with agents and have it where if I'm a girl at home watching Phoenix Marie fuck, these are the things I did to get to that point.
I work with a couple agencies. My biggest issue is like, hey, we need a female agent. Like obviously also
Yeah, I
modeling,
know.
but I think we also need a female presence because obviously as men don't understand the female biology of everything. But I agree, when they bring in a new girl, they need to ask them, are you sure you want to do this? Like they can't just say, "Oh, you're a hot girl. I'm gonna make you a big star."
Yeah.
No, they need to ask this question: are you sure you want to do this? Because these are the repercussions you're gonna have.
They're never going to do that.
I understand that, but that's what I'm saying is as an ethical agent, okay,
They're all licensed as that.
I understand
Even
that.
one of the groups I'm suing.
I understand that, but as an ethical agent, they need to say, "Are you okay?" Because the thing is, so there's girls who go on set batshit crazy.
Yeah.
And an agent's, oh, she was fine earlier. Did you ask them? are they taking any pills or any psychological? He's like, no, she's just a hot chick. But also
they had a girl come to set who was on bipolar meds, and then she told me the day she came to set, and it was on Kieran Lee's set, loving Kieran, and she goes, yeah, I decided not to take my pills today. And I look at Kieran, and I go, and Peggy was makeup, and she looks at me, and I go, so am I the only one that thinks this might be a red flag?
Yes.
You literally are telling me you're on bipolar medication, and I love her, and like she's a good friend of mine, and she's awesome. And I went, all of us in this room just heard that,
and we're
no one wants to stop us.
Exactly.
I would like to say and tell you right now, I don't know if this is a good idea. And she's like, yeah, no, I've just been really emotional, and started crying. And then she was like, not crying. We fuck. And it's a hot and mean scene. And I remember when we broke. So again, thank God I've been a dom.
Yeah.
And to watch her break and completely start crying. And I know the release of being a sub and being able to cry because she worked for Kink as well. But I looked and went, are you okay? And I'm looking at who was supposed to be the talent assistant. I won't say at that point. It's good for evidence later. And I look and go, hey, basically saying, step in here for me. Because I was the one that brought her to this point. We know she's off her bipolar meds.
Yeah.
She just broke. Nobody addressed the fact that she's breaking down. So then I look and go, okay, I guess not only am I the performer,
so you're saying she started crying?
Yeah, breaking down, crying.
Now, is it something that happened during the scene, or did she just...
It was just so much.
Yeah.
I don't know sexually, like how far you've gone as far as testing your limits, but I can bring somebody to a point of ecstasy, pleasure, and pain to whenever you're done, they have that endorphin release and dump where they're just like, oh my God, everything from the pain, the pleasure, I don't know where I'm at.
I see.
And it's not always a bad thing, not always a good thing, depends on the person. The bipolar med taking girl, now off of her meds, is crying. And I'm looking like, talent liaison, step in? No? Yeah. Cool. Now I'm doing my best. So I grab her, and I can't take her out of character because when you're in that drop moment, my job as a performer and being a legacy performer is I got you. I'm not going to let you close off completely because that can happen.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, I'm done physically, like the shaky, the cry. And I've been in that position as a sub.
Sure.
I need to make sure you're okay. And so I brought her back. I started kissing her. I was like, are you good? She's like, it's just a lot. And I'm like, I know. Amal, you just agreed to get peed on. And also you have tears streaming down your cheeks that are really hot because you're gorgeous. But I don't know if they're happy or not. And she goes, it's fine. And I said, okay, here's the deal. I licked the side of her face. I'm all, if you're telling me you're good, we're going to keep going. The minute you're not, you have to tell me. And I had to be the one to do this. And I look and go, the companies, the agents sending girls knowing they're on bipolar meds, because it's not her first time ever saying that she was. She actually hadn't shot a scene in 6 months due to this. Then I went, you put her on my set. You guys all know she's in this position. And we took advantage. I didn't take advantage because I did my part. I was checking in. I was making sure she was good the whole scene. That's not my job. I'm not the director. I'm a performer.
Right.
But they're like, put her with Phoenix because Phoenix will keep her from going crazy.
It almost, what was popping in my head when you were telling me you're like the grandmaster playing chess. Like even before the match started, you saw the big picture. Like this could be a potential problem.
Yeah.
And two, once there was a problem, you're trying to minimize any more damage, and
it's trying to protect the queen.
Yeah. It's like Kobe Bryant playing with the rookie. We need timeout, talk to you, see what's going on. And do you remember during COVID? I wasn't working, but it was interesting because there's only X number of people could be in the room to perform and stuff. I thought it was really interesting. They couldn't have makeup artists because there's too many people. So some shoots they didn't have it, but they forget how important makeup artists, because if girls having a tough scene or guys being rough, she need to take a break and talk to that girl.
Right.
Once you take that girl away, there's one protective measure. There's one less protecting person there. Yeah. So I think this kind of stuff is important.
We had, and again, I had to do both, and luckily I can carry myself.
You're like a player coach.
Right. That part. I like that.
Yeah.
But I look and go, when those COVID scenes were being shot, the directors would walk in, set up a phone, tell the male talent or the female talent, depending on if it's a girl scene, here's a phone, leave that one stagnant, we've got it set up. Here's this. Fuck, leave it where it is, and we'll take it and upload and do whatever, and whatever you take on your phone, airdrop it to this. And I look and go, in that position, I can tell you I know of some things that were boundary pushers for others, and that happened, but nobody was there. There's no female to protect the other female that's on set.
Right. But it's because of COVID protocols and stuff like that. It's under that.
And most girls only have their agent who's sending them to set fucked up, knowing they're fucked up.
And I think it's, like I said, with sex education, but there also need to be education in the adult industry. Let's talk about your finances. How well can you, when you get a paycheck? But
the finance part, we should have a CPA that we send people to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, whenever there's an agent, if they're gonna get a girl, it's okay. What are your goals and what are the things you want to do? That's what an ethical agent should do.
Right.
Now, obviously, these agents are just saying.
I think Spiegler does a pretty decent job of that.
Yeah, Spiegler, but he also doesn't have.
But he's also still an agent, and George does a lot for him too.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can't control both parties. And
because if you,
but he also dropped a lot of girls that are.
I know a lot of girls
too.
Yes.
I know a lot of girls that work a lot, didn't pay their income tax.
Right.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years later, you think Rocco fucked you hard? Wait till U.S. government come after you.
A lot.
I mean, you're going to get fucked. So you really need to pay attention to that as well.
Which is crazy though. So they want to ban porn, but meanwhile we're still paying taxes.
They want to get back. Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah, I think it's more the awkwardness of having the parents not wanting to talk, but also not wanting the child to know. I think it's the grown-ups not wanting to have to tell their partner what they actually watch.
Yes.
And in Utah, especially, because we know like the underage marriages blanketed under Mormon culture, which I went to a Mormon church ward for 4 years. So go fuck yourselves if you think I don't know my shit. I've seen that culture. So one of the things I did is study theology. Because I was born in dad's Protestant, mom's Catholic. My mom said, find church however you find it.
Yes.
And my best friend growing up in high school was Mormon. And the only way I could be your best friend is to go to church on Wednesdays and on Sundays. So I got to sit there. I didn't own a skirt 3 inches past my knee, but I had to go buy. I had 2 skirts and it was whatever Sunday. And I'd sit there and learn. And I said, when you tell me one of the sins that you can never get cleansed from is rape, like forever you're 100% going to hell, like you're going to tell a girl that, or a guy. Think about how many men are raped young and say, oh, if you got raped, sorry. Joseph Smith said that's one of the sins you can't come back from. I'm sorry. If you're going to take religion as the entity, then you definitely should be washed clean. If that person that originally started everything said, I died for your sins. Right?
Yeah.
And that's where people look and go, how do you know so much random shit? I'm like, I just have lived 44 years in September life, and I've experienced a lot.
God, you're aging really well for a white woman.
That's right. Let's go team.
But in Salt Lake City, what was interesting when I was working early on, I remember tons of girls leaving the business. They moved to Salt Lake City because
there's a lot of Mormons in the adult industry.
Belladonna is one too.
Yeah.
But I remember they can't tell you're in porn because that implies they saw porn, and they can't pretend like they saw it.
I know.
So a lot of them moved to Salt Lake City. They know and you know that you did porn, but they're not going to bring it up because awkward conversation,
Can you imagine going and get married in one of the temples and you're a porn star and like you've retired, you're in Salt Lake City, and then you're like, I'm going to go to church every Sunday. Again, the only way that they know that you're not clean then is if you tell them.
Yes.
And I don't know a single porn girl who's trying to restart her life that's going to openly say, oh yeah, I did porn.
Oh, we actually, Emma Hicks.
Yeah.
She got married in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
And so we were at the wedding, but it wasn't a temple.
I know, yeah.
But we saw like the temples all over the town
or
the city, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, it was so funny though, because like there's a few porn stars there.
Yeah.
And
I lived there for 6 months.
The groom, all his friends, is that so-and-so? Is that so-and-so? And then he said,
sorry, who are you talking about?
Emma Hicks.
Oh.
Really pretty blonde.
I didn't know she was Mormon. Okay.
No, she wasn't Mormon. She's not Mormon. Yeah. But the husband grew up in a Mormon family, but he's not practicing. He's not really
Yeah.
part of it. But it's the
But
fact
it's
of the
also a really beautiful place. As we
yeah,
both
it
know.
is a
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah.
place. But it's the fact of the matter is that all his friends came up to him and was like, "Hey, that's so like that," and he literally goes and was like, "Cool it. This is my
Yeah.
wedding. Don't make things awkward."
Yes.
But even though we're not in temple, but please don't start. But yeah, it was pretty interesting because yeah, it's weird the fact that we're in a religious city.
Yeah.
It's almost like going to the Vatican or something with all those temples and stuff like that. But it was a pretty interesting, marriage or not wedding, but it was fun.
I do have friends ask, like, well, how could you marry somebody who's been in business for a long time? At the end of the day, everyone deserves to have love. And if they
Yes.
want to move on with their new life, you should let them, And
Look at Wifey for Vixen. They made a whole site dedicated to husbands loving the fact that their wives get pleasure. And a lot of people are like, so they're a cuck, so they're a bitch. And I'm like, no, actually, it's the opposite. It's somebody knowing there's other fetishes.
yes,
There's other experiences that they would rather have together.
yes,
I feel some of the clips that have been put on the internet because The View picked it up and they actually brought up Wifey and Vixen. They said, how dare this? These women are being used, they're being sex trafficked. And it's no, actually, the husband's, do you want to go have sex with this hot guy who wants to have sex with you? Because I think it'd be great. And it's not just the swinging aspect anymore. It's sometimes the guys are like, my dick's not as big as XYZ, and I know you like a big dick. Go fuck him. Have fun. Let me know not everything's filmed.
When I was young, I just saw everything black and white. And working in a porn shop, when I started seeing couples, I thought it would be just like single pervert men. But
Yeah.
I was wrong. Like, you see all gay couples, like in the 80s.
Yeah.
They're married, husband. I don't know. Oh, maybe they were not married because they were still laying there. But you have two senior citizen gay men enter the shop, and they still want to watch the gay porno together and things like that.
Or straight, because they like the way the guys look. And some
And
of them like to watch girls come.
yeah,
And they like my tits.
It's if you want to go from LA to New York, yeah, flying is the most convenient way, but that's not the only way. You could hitchhike, you could drive, you could ride a motorcycle, you could take a boat. So happy marriage, I'm not going to say there's only one way. Maybe it's not for me, but they find a way to make it work.
Do you feel like you're more a traditionalist when it comes to sex whenever, oh, I want to see this. I'm only okay with this. My partner has to be a certain thing. Being in the industry and being around the industry, you've seen all different open relationship vibes. Do you want just a wife at home for you or a partner?
No, I don't think I'm that conventional.
You said black and white. That's the only reason why I asked.
Oh, my problem is I talk to some of these, like some of my pervert friends, Joey Severo, even people older than me. I asked him, I talked to a guy in Japan. He was in porn still. He's 92. I asked him, does it end? Do you stop getting horny, or just when you see beautiful women, it drives you crazy? And he told me, no, it never stopped. I love looking at women, but it's scary. I want somebody just to stop. I don't want to stop harassing women because I don't like when I'm not in control of myself. And this fantasy, I have a mixed feeling sometimes. I don't know. At my age, I'm sure that's not a problem with you. When men are my age or older,
You're not that much older than am I?
I think we're in the same group.
Yeah.
I'm 56, so I'm a lot older than you guys.
Damn, you don't crack. Good job.
But Joe,
younger than my ex.
Joe and I, we've been talking a lot, and when I got fired from Evil Inch in 2012, I've been traveling a lot. For example, I go to any sort of like a sex-heavy incident. So I just got back from New York for the Diddy's case. I went the first 4 days of it. Wow. I went to Ghislaine Maxwell,
I'm intrigued by that one.
Danny Masterson, President Trump, Sam Bankman-Fried, Elizabeth Holmes, and any places where anything to relate like serial killer with sex-heavy kind of crimes and stuff.
Ted Bundy, like you said.
I went to Afghanistan. I even talked to guys who were Taliban in prison. And when I talked to the translator, they asked me, do you know Sasha Grey? It's so crazy. Of course, I know her, but...
Yeah. How was it? I love her.
Wait, so when you talk to them, do you say I worked in the adult industry? How did that
Good
come up?
question.
The reason, okay, so I went to this place called Polycharkia Prison, which is the biggest prison in Afghanistan.
Okay.
My friend Kimberly is an attorney, American working in Afghanistan. I think she's the only American working as a lawyer at the time. She said, "Hey, would you like to go to prison?" I like going.
And you said yes,
yes,
let me go.
In Afghanistan?
Hey,
I just
bro.
go to like weird places, and then I
Yeah,
met 3
clearly.
Westerners, and they were Kimberly's client. I think I can't remember, one in England, Australia, and American.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I don't know which, but their crime was, one had to do with murder, drug deal, and embezzlement. And I think
Which one was
the murder got less years than a drug got, I think, a most.
Yeah.
But they just see me and like, "Are you a lawyer?" And they didn't trust me. But as soon as Kimberly said he works in porn, they trust me because most sex workers, in my opinion, are more honest, in my opinion, because you're showing your tits, asshole, pussy, and dick. You're not really hiding anything. It's naked
None to
truth.
hide.
Like we're more honest,
Yes.
and there's less sexual harassment in porn because you go into business knowing sex is part of work.
Yeah.
It's worse when you work for IBM and somebody's harassing. You don't know how to deal with it. Most of not all, but most women entering sex are prepared to deal with that.
Yeah.
So there's less sexual harassment, and unlike religious institution, very unlikely a child is getting assaulted in sex because you have to be 18 years or older.
Yes. We check IDs.
Yes.
And like tests.
2257. That's one of my job that I had to do. So I one of the reasons I was talking to Joe, and one of the reasons I've been on Joe Rogan and all this other pod, because sex is such a difficult thing to talk about, and these powerful elites, when they're doing something in the world, they said, for example, when they fire 10,000 people at company A, they will tell you it's because for financial reason. And I say, I don't necessarily think that's true. It could be.
Right.
But when these elites are not having healthy sex life or healthy fantasy, what they do is they fuck the poor and they get off on it.
Okay.
So I think they're doing all kinds of terrible things in the world. They have something is wrong with them, and it's sex related. And because we can't even talk about sex, we can't address these problems. It's to me, sex workers are the first foot soldier of dealing with this kind of issues.
Oldest profession.
Yes, and if you have a healthy fantasy, it's wonderful. If you have a terrible fantasy like Bernie Madoff, he didn't rape anybody sexually, but boy, did he rape thousands of people, including other Jewish people.
Right.
And so it never bothered me because somebody I really look up is comedian Jim Norton. He talks about having sex with.
He'll be here in July.
I want to hang out.
I just saw him. One thing I learned from Jim is when you don't hide about sexual stuff, with Jim, it's
way
too much information.
I did his Gainesway, but that's a whole other story.
Uh-oh.
I've seen Jim's dick. I've touched it.
I think a lot of people have seen this.
No, but I had to do it for the medical stuff for
Oh, there you
Gainesway.
go.
Yeah, he was gonna do a show, but that's a whole other thing.
Oh, okay.
So he's wonderful.
Yeah.
So I learned right away 20 years ago, oh my God, if you're completely honest, when people say, oh, you have sex with training, oh yeah, I love it. They don't have anything on you. They can't blackmail you.
Right.
And because you could talk about things, I think it's really important because going to Diddy's case and all this powerful people, yeah, it really is true. It's sex heavy stuff. Because they can't talk about it, it's never resolved. So they end up hurting the whole world.
Do you think that's why we go into this family related stuff so much? Because back when you were still, and it's evil, there was no stepmommy, stepdaughter, there's no daddy, daughter.
Yeah.
Piper Perry, we had this discussion because she's one of the first little girls
Yes.
that got really popular.
Then he started bringing young guys that
Right.
look like
They're 12.
They're 12.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
She said, Melissa, at the same point where it's really awkward for people to work with me sometimes, I realize if they want to dress me up like a doll and fuck me, at least they're not doing it to an underage girl because I can look a certain age.
Yeah.
And they'd rather fulfill that fantasy that way and be
Yes.
safe. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel because part of me is like, you're right. At the same time,
But it's
I'm
also
There
wrong
is
at
a
the same
dark
time.
logic to
Is-
that.
Right.
Yeah.
and I saw it and I looked at her and I'm like, I've never been that entity of that is definitely not a good energy
Yes.
surrounding that. And I talking about embracing things and telling them to prepare mentally and everything else. It's, hey, just so you know, you're going to be an idol, a goddess for this genre that people are not really the nicest or the happiest to have
Yeah.
because they were raped when they were little. They had a fantasy about fucking their daughter. You're just looking, go, no one's looking at that side of it. But I looked at Piper and I went, I have mad respect for you for seeing that, saying that to me, and like the way she carries herself. I'm like, all right, little one, I fuck with that. Because I'm like Amazon. I'm not seen as the little taboo thing. I'm usually like the curvaceous bombshell that they want to be lifted.
I mean, when you mentioned Piper Perry, now
Yeah.
she looks.
But she's
like-
still tiny.
She's still tiny, but now she doesn't look
as full.
little anymore, or she looks more of a
Like
woman now.
and she
so
carries herself like that too.
yes,
This is another reason why men like porn star, because it's one of the few times they could have a completely honest conversation and they're not worried offending anyone because they have this fantasy. They don't know how to share that. And I'm sure you've been in hours signing pictures and, oh, love you. Thank you for but
remember that one
they-
scene that you did with so? Yes,
But I do remember, and I love all my
Right,
scenes.
but it's
I
like-
pick everyone I fuck, so I love everything I've done.
they'll ask questions. And I already told Joe because sometimes people get upset, but I do a lot of other, I wouldn't say like dark, but
Listen, I like some dark shit. I watch hentai for a reason. I'm happy about it.
I ran a show in San Luis Obispo,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a halfway house called Sunny Acres, and I was doing shows for these addicts, and which is fine. But 2/3 of the audience are registered sex offenders, and I'm working another one in Florida. I think they used to call it Miracle Village, and I
I've
think
heard of it.
98% of the resident are registered sex offenders. I don't condone what they did, but if you want to protect kids, you really need to talk to these people.
Yes.
And it's I'm learning like
Sex
talking-
offender can be anything. Because think about it. If Joe's shooting me and you having sex outside right now, all three of us get registered sex offenders.
yes,
And if we did
100%.
consensual sex,
Right.
we were just, somebody said they didn't like
Yeah.
it. And Joe didn't do anything,
No.
but now he's a part of it because he held the camera.
What's the common denominator for all the registered sex offenders that you?
Ooh.
that you-
the
That's a great
place that
question.
when I went to Miracle Village, I know this sounds like a funny thing to say, but to me, they're elite registered sex offenders. They're non-contacting one, at least the
Okay.
ones I saw. Because, for example, some of the laws are strange because there was a comedian named Chris D'Elia got supposedly in trouble.
yes,
But he had consenting sex in Connecticut where consenting age is 17. So that's legal. But if you take pictures of her, then that's considered illegal.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, wait, so I could fuck her.
Well, I can't take a
legal,
photo.
but if I take a photo, I'm in trouble. I could draw a picture of her. That's fine.
I think it's more,
what about if you have naked like kid photo? My parents, for some reason,
yeah, or in the
Took a
bathtub
picture
and they took a photo of
In
you
a-
with,
yeah, and so
There was a grandmother in Arkansas. I can't remember where, but 10, 15 years ago.
Right.
It was just innocent picture taking the grandson, granddaughter in a hut.
in a
just
bathtub, yeah,
Took it. My parents took a bunch of pictures like
yeah,
that.
same me.
That the drugstore / Photoshop department
Yeah.
saw that. They called the police.
Right.
And this case went like 2, 3, 4 years. Now,
That's ridiculous.
I don't think the law was to punish grandmothers. That is a completely different, you know?
well, and that's where,
Like if I have a photo of me naked as a little kid, I could be like, if I got caught with that, and they say, "Oh, you got child pornography," it's like, that's me when I was younger. So how is that case going to look
look
at?
at Jason from Evil, and he's going through, yes.
I know
kinda.
he was caught with,
Child pornography,
allegedly.
yes. No, he got convicted. We have to say he did it. No, but even then,
I don't like to call it child porn. I like to call it child erotica.
Oh,
So anyway,
look at you.
No.
we put the Band-Aid on right
I'm
here.
joking. That's the end of our podcast.
No.
Thank you very much.
No, but that's one of those things of he was given a large amount of adult videos
yeah.
that he didn't go scanning through because that's not Jay's take on life.
Yeah.
And the amount of people who came for Jay, and I was like, he has a daughter at home.
I don't know the details. So
Long story short, he went to Thailand, bought a whole bunch of trans porn,
Yeah.
and some of them were underage.
Yeah.
Look at your face. You're like,
No.
that sounds like Jay.
I'm getting my citizenship in Thailand.
Oh, God.
I remember early.
Now we understand what your fetish is, Joe.
I remember like early years of Twitter. I remember sometimes they'll post pictures and some kid, underage girl, maybe 15 or 16, took a picture of her naked and put it on. And of course, I get out of it because
you don't know if it's tagged.
Yeah.
And that's the deal is you don't know if you go on X, for instance.
Yeah.
Please don't get me canceled. I'm just saying facts. If you go on X right now, everything is basically out there, right?
Yeah.
I've watched murders on X.
Yes.
And you went and go, I didn't know that was what I was clicking.
Yes.
Because fans will tag you and shit, and you're like, oh, what is this? And all of our stuff comes up, viewer, edited, protect, whatever BS. And I click it and be like, oh my God, I just watched someone legally get beheaded. I don't think that's okay. Why did I just see that? Why is this out there? And it'll be the same thing. They'll tag you, and I'm like, that girl, the minute I think a girl, I'm all nope, or a kid, guys, I'll have young kids fucking try and snap me on X. And I'm like, whoa, dude, you can't put your dick on the internet. And I know it's not a really small Asian man, so I always make sure. I'm like, wait, is he Asian? No, he's white. Okay, yeah, no, you're underage.
And like, especially looking at these fan mail letters or some fan letters, like, I've been a fan of you since I was 13 years old. Or
Abella Danger did that to me.
Oh, no way. She did that?
Yeah, Abella Danger, she's with Brick at the time.
Yes. They live with me.
Okay, so imagine Abella comes up to me and we're on set, is for Brett Brando. And she's bouncing and I'm like, all right, you're really cute. And she kind of was leaving Brick and got with Ramon at that time. And she goes, yeah, I've been watching you since I was 12. I'm like, 18. 18? And she goes, no, I'm 18 now. And I was like, Abella, 18. Please stop saying that. The amount
Should we cut this part out?
I don't know. It's up to you.
It's not.
It's not like
it was just like so. It's just weird.
Like,
yeah.
The amount of 25-year-old men and below that come to me in these conventions, they're like, I've been watching you since I was 12.
Right.
Younger. And I look and go, where were your parents at?
Yes.
How is there no rules against these kids getting this shit?
Sure.
Now, again, you guys are DVD, VHS.
Oh, VHS, yeah.
You guys would share those, right?
No, beta tape.
I'm not beta, thank God. But you look and go, where was there a rule or regulation for kids? There were no videos, right?
When I was a kid, you have to go through your dad's collection,
Yeah.
or you have to go.
Dumpster.
No, you have to walk through woods because sometimes you see porn. And when I was a kid, when we say we were streaming porn, it's because pages of porn were going literally down the river.
And you're sharing them and jerking off on them and passing back in the water.
Exactly.
You really have to work hard for it, but
now
it is so concerning how easy it is to kids to get porn.
Do you know how hard it is for me to look and go, hey, you have to say 18. Stop it. And they're like, but I've been watching you for 10 years. I'll have ones that are like, I've been watching you your whole career. And I'm like, how old are you? Because I'm like, you look really young.
Yeah, like I'm 25.
And they started it. No. Yeah. And I go, in my head, I said, when did you start watching? What made you start watching? And then you want to say, where are the parents?
Yes.
Where are the rules? Because there is none. So whenever people say, oh, do you want to put rules in porn? I do, because I don't need kids at 12 watching me. I don't need them coming up to me in conventions saying, hey, Phoenix, I've been watching you for 8 years. Wait, but how old are you now? Oh, you're 21. How old were you when you
but what's their best way to stop it? Stop porn in general. Stop early. But I'm saying their solution is, oh yeah, let's stop porn in general.
It's not going to kill
it. Yeah, it's not going to kill if they watch porn. But I think the most difficult thing is, parents or adult have to talk to the kids. Say, this is fantasy. Most sex is not. Even you admit in your private life at home, I'm sure sex is not.
You're not picking the guys up.
I have, but unfortunately, everything I do on camera, I do off camera.
So, okay, unusual, because I think most people try to do vanilla at home. You know?
Fuck that. I'm gonna fall asleep on him. No, I like big, and I like hard, and I like all the different ranges, and I want the passion. I want to be choked out, kissing. Everything I do on camera, I want off camera, because I don't do anything on camera I don't want to do. So I just look and go, yeah. I've never had anyone tie me up off camera, I guess. Actually, I tied myself up to a bedpost, so I guess technically I've been
And
tied
he
up.
left the room. Wait,
I tied myself.
It's almost 15 minutes to 6. What's your heart out?
Heart out 6. Well, let's see if the flight got delayed, guys. You want to see?
Okay.
Let's check it.
Yeah, so she has a flight to catch.
Yes, we're going to judge me of all people because
I just want to make sure you make your flight.
I know, because I'm on time whenever I say
I was shocked. I was so shocked. I looked
such a brat.
I looked at Yoshi's. Yeah,
If
we'll
you have
see.
a few minutes, a couple more questions. And
6:30, I can leave by
Okay, sounds
6:30.
good.
I can make it because traffic's
do you have any opinion about Diddy's case? What do you think as somebody?
As somebody who was told the other day, I was blowing Snoop Dogg at a Diddy's thing, and I went, oh, he's here, and then finding out that the baby oil had DMT in it, and that was why the baby oils were all there, and that the more girls were rubbing on them, the more high they got, and they didn't realize it.
Oh wow!
Oh.
And that's from somebody who was there, and I'm listening to her talk and go, okay.
Do you know anyone who actually knew him or went to party? Okay.
Oh, yeah. I've been invited to a lot of things. I look and go like this. When you get to a certain level, there's going to be fantasies and fetishes that you want to experience. Do I think at any point in time you should do something you don't want to do? No. I've been offered a lot of money to do a lot of different things, and I won't do anything off camera I don't do on camera.
Yeah.
So why are these girls agreeing to it? Some are lifestyle. They want the fame. They want the money. We all make a choice if we can be bought and at what price. They always say there's always a price. I think that a lot of people with a lot of money have a lot of kinks and fetishes that they haven't experienced. And if a girl's willing or a guy is willing, then they did it. If you did it for fame and you got fucked, no offense, I've been on camera for 20 years almost. Like, I know having sex on camera was a way of getting money.
Yes.
At the end of the day, I get paid. Yes, I love what I do. Like, I would never change this life for anything.
But it's nice to get paid too.
But it's amazing to get paid.
Yes.
Especially when you finish the scene, you're like, hold on, I get a paycheck for this? Yes. I would have done it for free. No. But that's the love of what you do. These girls and guys that did what they did it because they knew what was at the end of the thing. Now, do people get abused and taken advantage of? 110%. Why didn't you speak up then? Because you love the attention, the money, and the fame?
You think of fear? What about fear?
What are you afraid of?
Everyone knows that Diddy's a powerful person and supposedly killed another rapper.
We're gonna say, yeah.
But yeah, there's a fear involved, especially with someone in power.
The second witness, he was a good-looking black gentleman. He was hired by Cassie as a girls' night out.
Yeah.
So Gramercy, New York. So he went to the hotel thinking there'd be a room full of women. It's just her. And there's a strange gentleman in a corner with a bandana, dark sunglasses, and couldn't tell who it was. And eventually you figure out, what do you do for a living? He says, oh, I'm an import-export, which is ironic because he's being accused of sex trafficking.
Right.
Yes.
But one time they're doing a scene with another black gentleman, skinny guy. So there's two of them. And
a scene? What do you mean?
They're fucking Cassie.
Oh, okay.
And
Gotcha.
And then Diddy was jacking off in the corner. And sometimes when you're doing something autopilot, just looking straight. So this skinny black guy with this original black gentleman stripper, he was staring the direction of Diddy, and Diddy got really angry. And like, hey, motherfucker, you're looking, I'll fucking kill you. And he just went crazy.
Yeah.
And he was just looking at that way. He wasn't looking at him. He said, oh, Mr. Diddy, so both of those guys are just really physically big guys, but they're just fucking terrified.
Yeah, exactly.
The consequence from this guy. Yeah, I get it.
Again, I did one thing I didn't want to do, and I realized that I did something I didn't want to do, and I'm suing them.
Which was the one of the shoots?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a lawsuit for $50 million against them. And everything that happened that day, like I have video evidence, photos, a lot of different things, and it was the only time in my life.
Yeah.
And it made me say no. And I never say no. And I said no 5 times, and I was like...
And they forced you to finish it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus.
And it was somebody I considered a friend, like one of my best friends.
Yeah.
And I literally, after everything happened,
You also lost quite a bit of friends, too. Because
you know what's funny is they didn't stop messaging me and texting me and saying, oh, I have this. The amount of support behind was there.
But not publicly.
And that's
Yeah.
where I look and go, are you my friend? Because you're fake.
Yeah.
I don't need fake friends. And I'm going to still be cool with anyone that I see. Now, the ones that obviously know what they did, when you walk past me and put your head down, I think you're guilty.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite thing ever is whenever I walk through right after everything had happened, before the lawsuit became public knowledge, was watching every single one of them put their heads down when I walked by. And I was like, that's right.
Oh, I didn't know anything about this loss.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just looked and went, here you go. Now, again, I am going against somebody who could hire a hitman tomorrow and kill me, make it look like an accident.
Yeah.
2
Trust
seconds.
me, I testified against an agent.
Yeah, I remember.
And so supposedly
This
he
I
has
didn't know either.
yeah, he has powerful people, but I'm not like, okay, I have life insurance, so I know my parent, my
Mom and dad.
mom and dad's gonna be, or my mom, but not my dad, but my mom's gonna be taken care of. So
Yeah.
I don't have that fear of dying or being dead. I just want to make sure that the people that I care about are going to be okay. They're going to be sad 100%.
Yeah.
For sure. But the fact of the matter is, like, I testified against somebody who I know did some shitty things. So I wanted to do something to prove a point. Is like, hey, we do have some power to stop these people who are abusing other people.
Or others, yeah.
It took one person to speak up. Right now, I'm helping one of my friends doing a documentary. I think this might be way before your time, but do you remember a director named Contusion?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I had a scene with Contusion, but go ahead.
okay. So you work with him.
Yes.
Oh, I want to hear this. What was the circumstance? For the listeners, if you don't know,
Do you want me to?
he's a bit of a controversial guy, but you want to explain who
Yeah.
he was?
So
Who he is?
So he still is alive, right?
Yeah.
So Contusion was a guaranteed.
By the way, funny name, Contusion.
Oh yeah, Contusion, just fucking be bitches. So basically, what he loved to do, porn pros, still porn pros. I come to set, and before you get hired for the scene, they're like, "You're gonna be working with Contusion." I'm like, "I'm gonna have sex with him, but he doesn't have sex with people because he wasn't shooting with girls at the time." I know he had done some things with girls, but I loved it because he's a mindfuck. If you have a weakness or an insecurity, he's going to exploit it, and his goal is to make you cry. And he successfully, I think, made everyone cry except for me.
What he does is he talked to you in long enough to figure out what your weakness.
Yes.
And emotion tried to break you down. And as soon as you start crying, he'll send a guy or two to fuck that girl while she's.
Wait, so he's a director? Or
Yeah, director.
Okay, he's a director.
You don't see his face.
Yeah.
And you see his shitty shoes and jeans
And his legs.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
yeah. No, but
So he does POV?
No, he's not. I mean, he was like a little bit more hands-on, but within the first 6 months, he's like, I ain't doing that. I'm going to hire a dude to come fuck the girl once she's crying. Now.
Oh, wait. So he's kind of like doing like the casting couch where he talks?
Yes, but you don't see him.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And it's not to ever be good to the girls. Ever.
All right. So he's like,
but you're told ahead of time.
Verbally
This
abusing
is who he
you.
is, okay? So I know going in, Contusion's goal is to make me cry.
Sure.
He has his Capri Cavalli.
But people who are strong like you and other women who are strong, once he realized he cannot do it, they just have to do a regular scene.
No, it was great. So he put me with Charisma. So Charisma.
What year is this about?
2011, probably. Me and Christian were still on and off. Maybe 2010, beginning 2010.
Okay.
I'm going to Google it, but I'm pretty sure 2010 now.
Okay.
So Christian and I are like in a breakup together thing.
Yeah.
He's, I'm going to be the male talent for the scene. I'm like, fuck me, of course. Which there's only one person in my life that can break me like that, which is Christian. Contusion comes to the scene. Me, Charisma, Christian's kind of sitting where Joe is. Actually, Contusion's more right there. Charisma's here. Me and Christian's more your spot. Well, let's get the actual dynamics. Right next to me is like this really cool plastic, like rocket ship football looking thing. And
Before you can you explain Christian's background? Because he's
Okay.
an unusual performer
Right.
too.
So Christian Triple X is my ex. He has a blog called Christian Sings the Blues. Check it out. It's still there. It definitely highlights a year of my life of on and off with him. But he started in the industry as Max Diesel, which is a Falcon contract star.
Yeah.
And then was one of the first open bi performers, even though he doesn't want to say he's bi. I love you, babe. Don't know what the fuck to tell you on that one, babe.
He works
Suck
with
dick
trans.
like I do.
He works
Worked with
trans
women after being with Falcon, and then went mainstream. Still did some trans porn for Joey
Yes.
and Garubi. And like now he kills it with his own sites, like Pure TS and Trans POV and a couple other ones. I'm fucking with the
It was
names.
touchy back then because people were afraid
Of
HIV. Because,
HIV.
yeah.
And when I met him, I didn't know that history. I had a crush on it, like love at first sight kind of bullshit. Fuck
Did he
me.
had hair or he was
He's always
bald?
bald.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's always bald.
Great guy.
Yeah, amazing. So
Yeah, he was
I
nice.
like fell for him.
Yeah.
Like hard. And then find out later on that we're about 6 months in and fans kept sending me links on MySpace.
Oh,
That
good old
old guys.
MySpace days.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy sending me? He's like, I can't believe you're with him. And I just finally clicked the link and I was like, Amal, that's a really old girl. Now, I'd never seen trans.
Wait, until that point, you didn't know he was doing trans?
No. So and we're like 6 months deep in our relationship.
Yeah.
And I knew he had done Falcon, but he said he didn't do anything else.
Yeah.
And so I met Foxy and I was making out with Foxy at a club. I was like, I met this really hot girl. I'm going to work with her. And he's like, no, you're not. And I was like, but she said she worked with you. And again, I had no idea Foxy was trans.
Yeah.
And then later on he goes, no, that's one of my good friends. And then the scene I opened up was this older redhead MILF.
Okay.
Female, and he's like kissing her. I'm like, oh, she's kind of old, but Christians fucked 90-year-old women, and I'm not joking, like 2 of them.
Yeah.
So Christians' fetishes are wide ranged, and as long as they got big boobs and nice hair,
Prodigy.
he's good. Yeah. And his dick gets hard naturally, maybe sometimes Viagra. So I watched them make out, and then all of a sudden his head's going down, and I see a dick, and I went, and I was like, oh no, is he gonna... No, I was like, oh my God, is he gonna suck that dick? Wait, what? Oh my God, my man's sucking a dick. And I'm like, how do you feel about this? Because I never saw it.
Yeah.
I have a discussion with Foxy, who is one of my really good friends, and I said, so I have a question. Do you guys all walk on the street? Do you guys all have big dicks? Like, how does this work? And I knew nothing. I was innocent. And Foxy took the time to sit me down and be like, Melissa, this is everything you need to know about the trans community. These are things that are okay to say. And because I'm your friend, you can ask me anything.
Yeah.
And I love her. Like she was there for my daughter's passing. She's always been there for me. One of my most trusted friends.
Yes.
So falling in love with Christian, finding out all the stuff, still loving him. Now I'm coming to the scene where Contusion has... He said, if I can't fuck you, then I'm going to make him. He's okay, we're going to start. I'm like, all right, we're going to start. And so I'm sitting there and Charisma's in this spot and Charisma goes looking at us and I'm not saying anything. Christian's sitting exactly like you, not saying anything. Contusion staring like exactly how Joe's like looking at me right now. And finally she goes, are we going to do anything? He goes, oh, so you need the center of attention. Like you want to know what's going to go on all the time. And just starts going in and Charisma is starting to like panic and get to that point of crying. And he looks at me and he goes, Christian, fuck Melissa. And he's saying Melissa. And I hadn't put my real name out there yet. And I'm like, this motherfucker. I was like, okay. And then he grabs the little football thing. He goes, I bet your asshole's so worn out. I could fucking shove this bitch inside you. And I said, you know what? It's bigger than anything else I've fucked. So if you want to try and slide it in while Christian fucks me in the pussy, like, I don't give a fuck. Now he's going in on Charisma again. He goes, yeah, you have really bad skin. Do you know what your vagina looks like? It looks like roast beef. Just going, and he would try and get me and he knew he couldn't, and then Christian grabs me by like my hair and my throat and he goes, fucking stop it, because I'm like, I'm not gonna let Contusion win.
Right.
So then Christian starts chirping in my ear how mad he is. Scene gets done. Okay, I don't cry. Charisma's cried. Christian came on us and I'm so mad at Christian because then he pulls me outside. And by the way, the shower situation after the scene is my favorite because it's a pop-up tent, like curtain and like a hose. That's it. Love you, Sully. So then I start crying because Christian's, I'm not even going to be with you. Don't come into the house later. So I'm in the shower crying because of Christian, and Contusion walks up to me and goes, how dare you let that pathetic piece of shit make you cry? He's not even a fucking man. I can't make you cry, but you let that motherfucker make you cry? Wow. So I look and I was like, damn, I really appreciate and respect you. And he said that. He goes, I'm going to say you're doing this because you want to do this. Because any other bitch, like I've made him cry.
So you don't have issue with him, obviously.
None. But I know what he's done to other people. You can't be Contusion and not have that backlash of being a bad guy. All he did was state facts. He never put hands on the girl. He never physically did anything.
Can I tell
Emotionally,
you something? Because I was shocked when I saw
Yeah.
Rough 6, 1 and 2. I think Anabolic, I think it
yeah,
was.
anabolic, of course.
And
Piss
then when
mops, all of it.
Now, compared to what people are allowed to these days, it's nothing. But at the time, when like, what, you could do it. They were doing shit like putting girls' head in toilet
Yeah,
and flushing.
flushing
That
it.
was the
Swirlies.
first time I saw it. Calling mean shit and put them in the dog cage and things like that. And
Peeing on them was a big
Yeah.
thing. Piss mops.
and this is how bad, terrible it was. Like at the time, I didn't think this is wrong. I thought,
It was normal. Yeah.
oh, this is kind of innovation. They haven't seen it before, and I thought it was far worse. But when I was working with my friend Lucas, he made a movie called Mope, the feature film. He's doing.
I watched.
So Lucas is doing a documentary competition last 3 or 4 years. So I've been talking to him, but it's weird because my memory, I don't remember because now see Midnight Prowl.
Yeah.
Where he used to go out driving around like Jamie Gillis, the old school pervert from the 60s, 70s. He started that shit when he drive around picking up girls and fuck them.
Reno was in that a lot. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And in a really weird way, even though he's insulting those mopes, he was helped them get a dick suck for once. And some of the stores, video stores in Mondo Video, that's where they used to do it.
Yeah, I know.
And but stuff like meatholes.com.
Meat holes,
Yeah, meat holes.
That shit was so mean. He does make them cry. I'm not into getting girls cry and shit. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
But there are some people who
some people are into that.
Yeah.
It's a fetish.
Again, if I went to that set and didn't know that his goal was to degrade women and to make you feel like shit, how strong are you as a human? How comfortable are you as a human? If you're not okay with what you're doing, you're an easy mark. The mopes, I watched all of it because I lived it like you did.
Yeah.
Watching a samurai sword go through somebody's fucking neck, probably not cool.
But you, Kelly Stafford,
I love Kelly. Oh my God.
She did some crazy scene with Rocco.
Oh God.
And she
broke the toilet with her face.
She intimidated the fuck out of him because one of the video with Rocco, she basically say, only way I'm going to have a complete 100% orgasm is Rocco beat her to death.
Yep. He broke her face and she loved it.
She loved it.
Yeah.
And weirdly, another one with the name Phoenix, Lauren Phoenix.
Yeah.
She's Amazonian like you. They're tough fucking girls.
Yeah.
But people like you guys, it's cool. But it's the one, if they don't speak English well, or they're desperate, they just think any other shoot.
Yeah.
That's when they get some really...
It's fucked.
They're fucked. And I think he gets off on it, I think. I'll be honest.
100%, yeah.
He gets off on making girls cry.
Is
your father proud of you, whore?
That one. He tried that with me too. I was like, yes, he is.
Yeah, and he has my magazine.
He doesn't. My neighbors do.
does.
Yeah,
you and Annette Schwartz of the world.
Annette Schwartz.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
she's
just awesome.
Contusion can't do anything. You guys are too powerful, too strong.
But 99% aren't.
Yeah.
So he gets off.
Yeah.
And he literally yelled at me for letting Christian make me cry, not him. And I was like, bro, don't be mad at me for that. But he said, he goes, there are very few people I respect. He's all, you are my respect today. And I just looked and went, thank you, sir. Because I know what he does to girls. I know, I've seen it. Afterwards, his old videos from Meat Holes and piss mops come up. Tony T.
Okay, you really are
an OG. Oh, yeah.
Yes, Hall of Fame.
I'm all Ken Dark. I remember when Ken was shooting for Anabolic. These guys that are like, they're corporate people
Ivan.
now. Ivan, yeah. Huba, what they had to do, and they'll even say it like, it was how far can I go?
Mm-hmm.
Just Dave. Lifestyles, like they have seen some shit and done some things to girls.
Yeah.
And you look and go, is that your perversion? Or is it, because in order to literally break a girl's face like Rocco with Kelly loved it. Rocco, being a passionate performer, gave the girl what she needed to come. Now,
she really pushed him too.
Oh,
Holy
no.
shit.
I remember when she came off the plane into London.
And I didn't know you knew her.
Oh, yeah. They're doing a podcast, actually.
Kelly is?
Kelly and Rocco are doing a podcast.
No way.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I remember one time.
You should have her on there.
I remember one time, Rocco, they decided to pick some homeless guy. he has doesn't seem like he's taking shower in like decades, and definitely he's never gone. He hasn't gone blowjob in like 30 years, and she just gave him a blowjob, and his arms are shaking like Rocco was really because Kelly, you're gonna kill the guy. She didn't give a fuck. She's a
does it make you fucking hot? Let's fucking go.
And she'll fuck strange guys with no condoms.
You know,
just like Ava Devine.
Ava Devine.
Ava Devine.
Ava Devine's back, by the way.
Yeah, but I think she calmed down though.
Here's the deal. Rebecca Linares and I just did a girl scene.
Okay.
She tells me, hey, Phoenix, I don't do these things. I'm not into this. Don't slap my face. And it's that, okay, I respect her. Rebecca Linares came before me. Rebecca Linares, and she had her black hair back to her black, not her blonde anymore.
Okay.
About 3 minutes into the scene, she started to do the fake. Oh, and I was like, oh, hell no. And I covered her mouth. And I was like, we ain't fucking doing that. If I don't make you feel good, don't fucking say that. And the next thing you know, she's like deep throating my fucking strap on into my throat, pulling it out down her mouth, in my vagina. Fucking, do you even do anal? Your asshole's so beautiful. I don't think you took dick in there. Like, it became Rebecca Linares, and I have this way of bringing them back to that, but I feel like you have to have their respect in order to bring them to that point of actually being having fun.
Right.
Because it's supposed to be fun.
I'm glad you mentioned Rebecca Linares because I think that's the name I was trying to remember. I think she might have done scene with Max Hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
English wasn't her thing. And I think there might have been a situation where she didn't like what was going on, but she didn't know how to say no to the guy.
Yeah. And Max wasn't taking no, because Max was like a wannabe contusion.
And I think it might have been her, but I really enjoyed talking to you today because new girls, they don't know shit about porn. I just like even the conversation, all the references, all the directors, even the piss mob thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I miss having this conversation because a lot of them are dying away or disappeared on me, you know.
Well, and not just that, but the new girls don't understand. They are given these freedoms in these scene ideas. They're like, I did this thing that no one's ever done before, bitch. No, you haven't. Like, I guarantee you, somebody's done that box cover. Somebody's done that scene. You're just taking something that we've already made great and trying it out on yourselves now because we did everything back then.
Amen.
I just want to mention, like, you do, obviously you talked about porn and stuff like that, but like you also do comedy and like you also friends with a lot of comics too. So
I didn't know that I got IMDb credit for Chris Rock and Tambourine.
Well,
because
it is true.
Yeah, I told you because like in the end credit,
Chris Cock.
My God, see, that's your porn addiction.
Right. But no, because
like, actor, by the way.
Because like in his special Tambourine, he talked about his porn addiction.
Yes.
So how
did you meet him?
How did he thank you? Like he said, special thanks, Phoenix Marie. I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch on this?
It's funny because obviously you knew I knew Dave Attell.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan. I actually went to Ice House and watched it whenever he was still filming in Ice House. What, 15 years ago? Oh my
God! There's a back room. We were. I
used to all get hired. And Red Band is a good friend of mine.
God.
Red Band.
You have to remember, I've known everybody for 20 years. I loved comic stuff like Steve Trevino.
Oh yeah,
Steve before he was ever anybody.
Yeah,
man. Steve sometimes they show almost naked out.
I know.
Yeah,
and imagine I've been around the comedy side before I even got into porn.
Yeah.
So Chris Rock is a fan, and which I love. Jim Norton's a fan, and not in a creepy way because again, he prefers trans women. We all know that.
Married.
He's married to one.
Yes. Oh yeah, he's gonna look like, oh no, a pussy.
I mean, it's more, hey, Phoenix with a strap on. Let's go, bro. No. But like, most of the guys know me as just a good person. But yes, I do a great scene, and so now I just kind of look. And Chris brought up porn stars in his videos, and one of them he said was obviously me. So I DM'd him. I was like, hey, all my fans are talking about how I'm in your special. I don't know if I can come through.
Unbelievable.
My parents are in Riverside. You know where exactly, but from Riverside, you're out there in Idlewild. Is there any way I can get it? It was at Palm 29, I think is when he did the Blackout tour.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I was like, can I go there? And he goes, yeah, how many tickets do you want them all? 4. My mom, my dad, and my little brother went with me. Who's of age. Fuck off. And he gave me great seats. Like it was sold out. So again, I had a seat. Yeah. He brought me up and I was like, Mom, not a dad. And so my mom's, oh yeah. And like covering his ears. So what are we doing? Cause I knew this was the part when he brought my name up.
Yeah.
My dad doesn't think about it, but knows Phoenix Marie is my stage name. Afterwards, he's come get photos with me. These are my in-laws. Nice to meet you. Like,
Yeah.
just over the top nice. His girlfriend was with him.
He's an amazing guy. I don't really know him, but he treats everyone so wonderful.
So amazing. And then afterwards, we all talked. They were going out, obviously, with my parents and my little brother. And I'm like, I'm not going out, but thank you so much. And he had another show date to get to anyway. But when he filmed Tambourine, Exotica, New Jersey was going on. I said, hey, are you shooting like a blacked out? And he's, I am. Bring Jada, come to Tambourine. I was like, all right. So I actually got to be there for the live.
Fucking invite me.
What was really crazy too is
That's kidding.
me being in the back room. I'm pretty shy normally.
Yeah.
If I'm in public.
What's funny is like a lot of porn stars are so shy talking
because you don't know who knows you or not.
True,
That's another thing is I expect you might know me. So I go in the back room area, smoking weed and everything else, and Jada's with me. And all of a sudden I start hearing, Phoenix, I love your work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just keep your head down. And since then, I've seen a lot of those guys that were in the back room in person. And they're always like, you didn't even say hi to me. And I'm all, bro, I just left Tambourine. I'm going out. We had a signing to go to the next day. Like, I can't. I'm not going to be out partying. But I love the respect that a lot of the comedians have for me. And it's cute because some of my friends that are very well known, and I've known them for years, and they just knew me as Phoenix Marie, but really Melissa, the Kansas City player, would have
Kansas
started.
City player, you don't play with
No, but
fans.
I'm part of the team, Joe. Fuck off.
Yeah,
they love me like that.
I'm aware.
I wish it was. That would be so good. No, oh, he's got jokes. All right, conversation note, but
it's comedy right now.
No, but it was cute because we got to the point where they said, I never watched you because I always knew you as you. Who in their right mind goes into a scene with a girl, makes them come 8 times before they even think about getting themselves off? And I went, I don't know. I was just having fun. I was just fucking. And they're like, again, celebrity status at the highest regards. And I just look and go, also mad you haven't watched me and you've been my friend for 20 years, but it's cool. And they're like, I just saw you and Curiosity Killed the Cat, and conversation amongst comedy people got brought up and my name, and people decided to go watch me. And I'm like, all right, cool. Because I got a lot of comments.
I'm sure you've seen plenty of scenes. When you watch it, you could tell, clearly
it's not into
this person's not into it, or this director's making this transgender porn, even though he's not into it because the money, you could tell right away, right?
Yeah.
To be great at performance, but being yourself and doing stuff that you're into. Because Silvera always said his philosophy is find out what girls into and make them great at what they do and have a fun scene.
Yeah.
And I think someone like Chris, he is similar to what you do, which is naked on stage, really.
Yes.
You're vulnerable.
Yes.
Vulnerable.
You can bomb.
He'll say stuff that how humiliating it was when the judge told him, do you have enough money and food at home? Motherfucker, I'm a millionaire, and you're questioning me about this divorce. And so he's amazing because he talked about this painful thing. Literally,
he made a cartoon.
Yeah.
Everyone hates Chris.
Yeah, everyone has...
And it's all about like the things he's been through.
Yeah.
And you look and go,
it wasn't a cartoon; it was a live action.
No, he has a cartoon. Everyone hates Chris.
No! He's making another one.
Yeah, well,
no, he had a live.
Two's out.
Yeah, he had the live show. The Everyone Hates Chris, and then now he's doing.
I only know the cartoon.
Oh yeah. So
it's series 2.
Yeah. They did a live action too.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, I didn't remember he had a couple. But no, so how? So I guarantee your dad says, you know what, this porn thing is not bad. We got this nice perks.
No, like for him when he met Chris, even he's like, "Hi, nice to meet you," and he goes, "I think I've seen him on TV." And I was like, "Yes, you have, Dad." Because remember, my dad has that little bit of Alzheimer's thing.
I know.
So look and be like, "I think I know that guy." I was like, "Yeah, Dad, you probably do." And he's like, "All right, cool." He just looks and goes, these people, I posted 2 days ago, my dad saying, because I said, "Dad, you made me a boy." He goes, "I didn't make you a boy. I gave you enough information, if not more than most men, and a lot of different things because I wanted them to respect you."
Yes.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You carry yourself with respect, they're going to respect you. You have knowledge, you have something more than just being a pretty girl, they'll respect you."
Yes.
And I went, "All right, Dad, I fuck with it, you know?"
I know you got to go soon. One quick thing. So I've been working with my friend Kelly G, a good friend of mine in Chicago. He has an organization helping kids in sports and prevent adults molesting those kids because so I've been talking to him in the last couple of years, and we've been thinking about. I don't want to be too fancy, but it's almost like a symposium where I don't want just academic people talk about sex. I would like to see a event where, okay, you might be a therapist, you might be a police detective dealing with sex crime, but I also want people like that to talk to sex workers and porn stars because I still is it amazing? Since 1900, 125 years ago, so much discovery in physics, chemistry, and biology. But when it comes to sex, it's still queasy for public.
Yeah.
And I think some of the problems in the world it's sex motivated. So I think they need people like you to talk to academic people, and academic people need to talk to a sex detective dealing with sex crimes and things like that. And I hope whatever the project you're working on, with the podcast and stuff, I think you're great. I knew you, but I really got to know you better today.
No,
and I
he
love how
requested
much
you.
How much?
It's, give me a list of porn girls in Vegas. It's like, Phoenix. It's like, what about this? No, Phoenix. It's like, all right.
Thank you.
I'll try to get her.
You respect what you do. You respect the history of pornography, and we both miss the people that are no longer with us.
Yes.
And I hope you continue to. So, do you have a long-term plan? What would you like to do? Would you like eventually
Granny porn?
No.
So, I got cast for that the other day. No, I'm just kidding. I did not.
Write a book, possibly a sex education videos. Maybe go to
all those are actually in the works.
Go to colleges and give speeches because I know that Angela Weiss doing a little bit of that as well. I think we need that.
I feel like people will come to certain individuals because they seem less threatening, and a lot of people are like, "I'm afraid to talk to Phoenix Marie," and I'm like, "Why?"
And they find out how nice you are, how down to earth you are, and you're not judgmental.
No.
You know,
I've done everything. Like, I don't have anything to be like, "Oh, that's a subject I don't know about." No, I probably know about it. I probably experienced it. I have 43 chapters in a book written.
Oh, great.
For every year of your age?
No, but I didn't think about that till now, Joe. Fuck off. I hope that spiked in your ears. Damn, you're a dick.
I know.
No, but like, I started one. The person that's helping me collect all my thoughts and put them on paper.
Yes.
Got taken away for something way bigger than just my book. And I said, listen, go get that kind of money. We'll come back.
Yes.
But the first 3 are like solid and done and inked. I got a little scared because I'll send you it. It's pretty intense. And we went with, here's one story, and you're either going to go, oh my God. And like a lot of people I've shared it with, maybe 15 or just like, and they're not in porn or not around porn.
Okay.
It's actually an evil scene that I did. And they're just like, I want to know what happens next. I'm like, okay, cool. And I don't share the rest of it, but I'm like, that first chapter is usually, I just want to see. Because you're either like, holy fuck, that's a lot, or I'm really intrigued on what the next chapter is. But I let the author, ghostwriter, helper guy say, out of all these stories, most of this should be first. Because I thought about being a nerd, because I'm a big Star Wars fan as well. And you can do it like by director, encyclopedia style.
Yes.
Or by year. By scene, because I know everything, because I'm like a Rain Man of fucking porn when I do this shit. And I went, if I did it by director, it'd be cool, because what if Johnny Darko's your only favorite director? And you only like how he does ball sucking, and that's it. Or his
lighting and camera work.
See, I knew you were going to be... I got to be an efforts for Francesca Lay. I'm a big nerd like that. I take pride in all the things like with certain directors because they take the time to make it look good, you know?
And I think if you do something like podcast, I'm telling you, every time you have a new guest and talk, you'll remember a story like, oh my God, just remember that. Or somebody say, hey, remember the time you did this X, Y, and Z?
Or you can keep doing this podcast. Have Phoenix Marie be a permanent fixture.
No, I have a podcast, people talking. And my thing is, I have a lot to say in 20 years and a lot of experiences in 20 years. And I go, okay, which one can I say? Which one can I not say? Which one is... But at the same point, I'm like, it all happened. It's all true. And I'm not worried about consequences because I have proof, video, stills, and text.
You can't get sued for telling truth.
Yeah. It's facts. It's all out there. And if I can literally pull my phone and go, did you see this? Then... By the way, we've never gotten to lift and carry, and I'm definitely going to share that with you later just to traumatize you.
Do you want to tell all your social media information? Any dates if you're doing something, or if you're going tour or
I'll
any
be at
other project,
Exoticas.
just let them.
Yeah, I'll be at the Exoticas this year. Obviously, go to Vixen.com because I'll have a new scene coming out for them soon. At P Marizzle on X, Melissa P Marizzle on Twitter, Melissa P Marizzle on TikTok. I never use it. I'm sorry, but I have one just so you guys won't freaking go to other people. But yeah,
She'll also
Of course,
be
you're
at
going to be
Chiefs
in
games.
Vegas in January.
yes, every Chiefs game
Every
will be
Chiefs
at,
games is going to be in.
and I'll be at AVN as always.
Here's another idea.
Hmm.
I think you should have some kind of sports betting thing with Chiefs. No, I'm serious because
No,
I know you know a lot about sports.
I do.
And you'll be a perfect person for guys. They're not worried about offending you.
Oh yeah,
Talk
no.
about sports. Wait, who was doing? There was somebody big.
Oh, Elisan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lisa did it.
I really enjoyed it. Like, wow, I was like, she
really
knows
knowledgeable.
sports.
She knows
Her
sports.
basketball knowledge,
Yeah.
like, holy shit! I'm hockey, football, wrestling. Like
You
I
played
have
hockey. I was seeing you watch
Yes,
sport hockey.
you
You were
have.
slow as fuck though, but
Bro, it was my first
I know.
season.
I
What?
know.
And my first year skating. Joseph,
they should not put you as defense though.
I'm good at D.
Who's
I
your
got
favorite
slammed.
wrestler? Top 3.
Top 3? Shawn
That Ryback?
Michaels.
Ryback?
Ryback's a friend. He's not my top 3. I love you. My top 3 would be Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold. No, God, who would I pick? First Strickland's a good new one. Let's just stick with WWE. Because I'm that old. Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, and Triple H.
Okay, so when I told you I travel a lot of weird places, I walked 7 miles to Chris Benoit's place
I love Chris.
where he did the thing with
Yeah.
his family. It makes
They
me,
did the thing with this.
so when I went there, because Chris was probably the most technically skilled wrestler of all
Yes.
time,
Yeah.
and it just showed like head injuries and things like that. But I got creeped out because when I walked to the house, there's a new family lives there, and the whole time I visualized, oh my god, I just had to turn around and walk back 7 miles.
See, this is the problem when you go walking. No, I'm just kidding. To me, I look at Chris Benoit, the same technician that he was in wrestling. You have your Kurt Angles, right? But he wasn't dropped on the head as much. So if you're
I
gonna,
love Chris Angle when he used to show his gold medals. Like, I'm
Yeah.
a winner.
he was like,
US
I'm a winner. These are real. But it was a great angle. And if you're gonna do it, and then when he turned bad guy, it was like, I don't even care. I won. I'm just. Unfortunately, he didn't save his career, but he's a legend anyway.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Chris Benoit had a head injury and ended up taking the life of his wife and son.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But wow. Well,
What a
way to
way to
bring
end
down
the
the
episode.
episode.
Yeah.
What a
why?
downer.
But
You're gonna have to
Yoshi,
put a lot
once you also your social and where
Yeah.
people can see you and stuff
Oh,
like that.
at Yoshi Obayashi. I don't do anything TikTok really, but that's my Instagram. And then August, I'll be in Scotland, Edinburgh, Scotland. French, I'll be doing the name of this pod, adult content. But I'll be going back to Diddy's case, and I'm also preparing for Luigi's case. I'd like
that'd be
to.
interesting.
That's a weird one because it's not a sex-heavy crime, but
No.
I'm blown away because he's so good looking. How many young women are really
Oh,
interested
yeah.
going to it?
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Yeah. He looks like Greek god, really. You
Mhm.
know,
I don't think he's that hot,
No.
but
these young girls seem to be
Yeah,
infatuated.
that's true.
The
guys
fame,
with power. Yeah.
and now he's got so much money, people donating things like that. But yeah, I'll be going to Harvey Weinstein's case next month with the Diddy's case and a couple other cases. And I'll hopefully see you in January. I was really angry for a long time when I got fired, so I'm slowly coming back to porn. But some of these new things are happening. I'm really stunned by OnlyFans. And
Listen, we can have a part 2 anytime you want.
okay.
Because I'll educate you in all the things. I don't mind.
The new shit is, I
I'll
don't
just
know.
traumatize the fuck out of you.
Why don't you tell your social media and then we can finish
Yeah,
this?
No one cares about me.
Webmaster Joe on
No one-
Instagram.
No one cares.
Asian?
I just press the button.
Oh, God.
And
Stop it.
I'm a dog sitter. So.
I'll just tag it. Yes, you are an amazing dog sitter. Kingston loves you.
Yeah.
My boxer loves it.
All right, cool. Hopefully, we'll figure out. So it's going to be adult content or content, adult content by Yoshi.
Adult happiness.
Adult happiness.
Yes.
No, we should call it adult happiness.
You won't get flagged if it's adult happiness.
Yeah, I think so.
And then what
Adult
you do is put content in brackets.
Wait, you think if I say adult content?
Yeah, I think it might get flagged.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
But if you put adult content, no, I'm just kidding. Just put the O as an A and at.
We'll do
first,
something
so-
clever, but
We'll figure it out the name.
I just don't like this podcast where, oh, how many dicks you suck?
No, it's fucking
4,
horrible.
12.
I hate that. I really
I
hate
did
it
12. No,
because
sorry.
I work in it. I even got sad when George Floyd got killed because he did porn.
He did
I'm
porn,
sure
yeah.
you knew that.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. I'm sensitive about porn people getting bad image, getting attacked, or God forbid when passed away. You know? It's sad because they didn't do anything wrong. Like
No.
Sledgehammer, I was friends with that guy.
Yeah, Sledge.
He was such a sweet guy.
Billy Glide.
Oh,
Ted was amazing.
who was the guy who fell out of the building?
Oh, God.
Oh, I know.
Oh, Joe.
Bill
Bill
Bailey. Bill Bailey.
I was there when he passed. I was there that day.
Was that Mexico?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was Mexico.
And you know what's fucked up? If you wanted to end on this story,
3 minutes still.
we do have 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So, long story short,
know
I
you
was
were
across
there.
the street with Christian.
He was there too?
Yeah, because he was working with girls, trans females, and he's like, "Hey, let's go eat." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm totally down." And Tori Black,
Yeah.
me
AJ.
and
AJ.
AJ was asleep. So
Oh.
Lexi Bell, Tori
Oh, that's right.
Black. Lexi was in the room next to mine, and they all said they're going to go smoke a apple. And I was like, hey, listen, I don't deal with weed stuff. I don't care, but I'm going to just go across the street and go eat. It was the only time that they took the stairs. So I had hurt myself lifting and carrying. And I said, hey, can we just take the elevator? And legitimately, the only time they touched the stairs as a group was that. And Joe was just tipsy, high, and was sliding the banister and fell back.
Oh, so he was high.
Yeah, he was. Well,
He was also
drunk.
drinking. He was also drunk.
He
too.
was drunk. Yeah, and he slid down the rail, and it was to
No.
watch Lexi retell it as well as Tori. It was to see that they felt him fall, like the air as he went down, because this flight of stairs was very insane.
It was
and
like 8 stories or
It
how?
was 6,
Oh,
yeah.
6, okay.
We were on the 6th floor. So again, it was just like the shittiest thing because we're at the top floor because it keeps all the fans at the lower floors. And again, we took the elevator every single time except for that time.
And sometimes I could tell someone's personality the way they fuck. And he was very he was very friendly, good at his job, loved women.
He loved to
Wasn't mean.
direct all the way.
Yeah, he does.
He's
he
one of those
does.
guys who's like, hey, can you open your leg for me? Okay.
He's very. He's
Can they see
mechanical.
it? Just move it.
Yeah, he's very mechanical.
But he had a good time.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. Sure.
I love Bill. Like, he was always a good time, very respectful, had a great dick for camera, great body. Was like a little bit of a dork, which I liked because I'm like, at the end of the day, he was just a
He
sweet.
reminds me of Theo Vaughn a little bit.
Yes, 100%.
Theo Vaughn.
No,
Bring back
He
the
does.
comedy to this.
right? No, but
No,
he
it
Yeah.
does
look him
remind me.
now, you're gonna be traumatized. I'm sorry.
On that,
All right,
on that
thank you
note,
so
Rest
much.
in
Yeah,
peace,
rest
everyone
in
that we
peace.
talked about tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming during the first
Thank
episode.
you.
And
We'll see if this airs or not.
Oh God.
last night, you're Asian, so fucking amazing.
Asian?
Thank you.
Asian.
Aging.
Oh, Asian. Oh, I thought.
I mean, I do take Asian as well. I haven't in a while, guys.
Well,
Thank
you
you
got
very
2 of them
much.
right here.
I know. How many are we?
Thank you.